One, 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 two, 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 one, one, two, one, one, two. Alrighty then, good morning. How are we doing? My name's Mad Matt. Good morning. Right then. So what are we doing this morning? We're almost starting from scratch because to show this, and yeah, although there's almost nobody in at the moment. I'm going to go through it, and then you can watch it back at the start of what I'm going to do. So let's go to the live screen. So as you can see, just above my live picture of me, you have a thing called skills, and I'm going to get right into this straight away. So as you can see, I've already chosen two, and this is where I normally start. And I've got four more to choose, so I'm going to, do what I normally do first off. And yeah, so the main things that you want to concentrate on is the top four items, and fill them first before you do just-in-time eco driving. So I'm going to do another one of these long distance. Whoosh. And I'm going to do one of them, two of them, three of them. And that's my four that I can do. Douche. Right. I'm also going to take a bank loan. Why? Because you have to have a certain amount in the bank to be able to buy a garage. And that's important at the moment. I want to buy a garage I want to get drivers in. I want to get trucks on the go, you know, and earning me money while I'm still doing quick jobs. So let's get a bank loan in. There you go, bank loan acquired. So it should say in a minute that I can buy a garage. Right, I need to find a garage on the thing, apparently. So let's do quick job. Quick job. 5 grand, there you go. To be honest, I would like something down here so that I can buy the garage there. Reason being is I'm not going to, yeah, that's nice. I'm not going to use this garage for me in the end. That's the thing. My first garage I use. Previous job cancelled. Your current, cancelled? I didn't have a job. I completed it. So anyway. So the garage is, where's the garage from here? Let's do my peripherals a second, because it's a quick job, so your peripherals are always changing. There you go. Well, you're in a scanny. It's nice. Next thing is to have a look where the garage is. Where's the garage? Okay, so it's up here in Istanbul. I think it's this side as well. So let's quickly go over there and buy that. Okay, let's go. No, let's put it in gear first. That might be a good idea. It's a very time-consuming process, this, but you'll be financially better off in the end. You just gotta have faith and stick with it. So the idea is, anyway, that you build up your business before you build you up. And while you're doing so, obviously, you're building up your skill, which means you can have better jobs. And also, while you're building up your XP rating, you're also opening up upgrades for trucks that you may be buying, and upgrades for better engines, better wheels, better this, paint jobs, the yada yada yada. The list goes on. And of course, the more XP you have, the more level you are, the more you can do to your truck, the better your truck will be once you have the money to buy it and upgrade it. Now, I know in the normal truck situations, the cheapest truck is about 90,000. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy a load of trucks once I've have the money off of the second-hand store. You know, because I'm sure the cheapest truck in the game from brand new Ivecos. So I just want to, you just want to build yourself up, get your drivers earning, because they'll cost you money anyway. But because you're not costing yourself money by doing quick jobs, it's more efficient. You still earn basically the same amount of money, except you're not costing yourself diesel, you're not costing yourself border crossings, toll roads, this, that, the other. You're not, you know, it's all for your employer to pay for. Now, I am on Simulation 2, guys. Why? Just in case you want to come along for the ride. Downside is, because I'm doing quick jobs, you may have to fast travel a lot. So what I would suggest is that if you come out with me on one job, you take another job back to where I am, because depending what jobs I get, I may take another one quickly and we'll pass each other on the road and you just wait there till I finish and I'll... Next quick job, I fast travel back to you. That's the general idea. Luckily, we don't have to do that in ETS. Stop at the thing and get fined, and you don't get fined. Yet. So it just disappears. It doesn't fine you like it does in ATS. So yeah, guys, your skill tree is important to keep an eye on after you've done every job. Your obviously any loans that you've taken out, just keep an eye on them, because if you suddenly pay off enough for your weekly payments, which is daily in the game, you know, you suddenly, you know, you can tear your loans down and you pay less. So you need to keep an eye on it. You know, if you can take out, say, the 3rd stage loan and you cut your payments in half, that saves you money, doesn't it? Eh? Business savvy. So we're going to come off here and just go and buy that garage. We're just going to buy the 3 slot for now. And then hopefully we can buy a second-hand truck and stick a driver in it. The faster we get a driver on the go, the better. Because he'll then pay for the upgrades that you're about to do, or I'm about to do. The £5 for going for the tow booth paid by the employer. So the reason that I chose Istanbul, guys, because it's far away from where I'm going to be based myself. That my drivers here, once I put them into the rotation, shouldn't really lose jobs. There should be enough jobs over here to last them the whole time. Right, where is the way in on this thing? And can I buy it? So there's the garage. Have I got to be a certain level? Because there's no buy point there. So there's no buy point there. Interesting. It's been so long since I did a start from scratch character, I've forgotten what to do. Maybe buying a truck. No. Used trucks. See, 70,000 instead of 90,000. See, that would do. So I could purchase that. Now, the only slot I got is me so far. Yeah, I can still take quick jobs, even though I bought a truck. Yeah, bollocks to it. Thank you. This will be delivered to your newly bought garage. So we have to wait for a garage upgrade before we can do another one. So we've got a truck. I don't really want to buy a truck that way, but we need to get that garage upgraded fast. Alright, so we should be able to just go out the end here and take a left. Like I say, it's been a while since I started from scratch character. And we just need to relearn how to do it. But what I'm teaching you about the skill tree and stuff, that's what I do. So like I say, when I get a chance, that truck that I just bought will be driven by an AI. I just need to, I don't know, maybe get to a level or so that it sees that I can upgrade the garage. Anyway, let's go for a drive for a minute. Not worth worrying about that for a second. We should be revisiting the skill tree and the bank a lot. So okay, Dot's got one of her toys out. Wonder what the banging was. So guys, if you want to come and convoy with me, I am in the SOAG Discord trucking voice chat 2 for streaming. But like I say guys, you're quite welcome to join me in convoy. The only downside is every time I pick a job, I may not be starting from the same point as I finished. I mean, what we might do is just jump in that truck and see if, see what the price difference is, because this job's what, $6 grand. So we'll see if, I mean, because I've never done the way that I'm sort of teaching you not to do first of all, which is to have your own truck to drive it. But if I've got it anyway, and I'm making money, I just as well use it, because the only thing at the moment it's going to cost me is, well, fuel in tow booths. That's the thing. There's a lot of tow booths over this side of the country, over this side of the map. We might do one job with it just to see whether it is money efficient. Like I say, I've never done a job so had a truck so early in without having money. So we're still keeping to the same rules of the VTC, guys. We're keeping it under 62, so it counts as real miles. And yeah, it all tots up. You know, a couple of hundred. It's only a couple of 100 miles a time, but like it all you know, mounts up. And guys, link in chat. Don't forget the links in chat, guys. One, you know, you've already had the SOAG link. You've already had the Moser link. Now you've got the Icon City link so for your Stream Deck loop deck. Now I am playing on TMP, so we may not see anybody around. Not over this side of the map, anyway. This is far... As you look at the map, guys, this is about as far right as you can get. And like I say, chosen for a reason, because I don't intend to stay in this garage. And I'll do that for 3 garages, so once I fill this garage, I'll kind of try and branch out as far as I can, and then I'll buy a garage. Put people in it, and I'll do that 3 times. And then when I can quick buy garages, I'll buy a garage for me and put me in it. And then, you know, while my AI drivers are earning money, I'm earning money. And then it'll be truck buying time for me. I mean, I might buy a second-hand truck for now and see how we go with it. But the objective is, at the moment, get my garage open for other drivers. And I think it's done by XP. I mean, it said, when I had a look at it, that I had to have 180,000 in the bank, which is why we took the bank loan out. Go west. Got no choice to go west. Going east isn't an option. So, I thought that was my fuel tank, my fuel thing. Then it's not. I think it's water temperature. It could be water temperature under my rev counter. Fuels at the bottom underneath my speedo. So anyway, 17 minutes to finish this job, guys. Like I say, you're quite welcome to join me, but every time I pick a job, I'm not necessarily going to be in the place that I finished. I mean, it could be once I discover that area. So there's a possibility that I can choose the same job. The idea at the moment is to try and pick the best jobs you can and just keep driving much as possible. Also parking, try and park as many times as you can manually on the highest possible. Even if it takes you a couple of shunts, couple of minutes, it doesn't matter. Just make sure you park it yourself, get that extra XP, you know. And like I say, this isn't a short process to you driving your own truck, although I have bought a truck for me at the minute. I just wanted to see what the price difference was between the jobs I'm doing at the moment to the jobs I could have, because obviously I'm saving this bit. I'm saving on fuel, so that's about £1,000 of, say about £1,000 of full tank. That was what, £30, whatever it was, go through there. Any damages, wear and tear on the truck, it's all for me to pay if once you drive your own. I have no condition of what I have no clue of what condition the truck I've just bought second hand is in, because I haven't even been in it yet. But like I say, we shall see. Part of this is new to me too. Where the scabbers me, this is my destiny. That reminds me, I do need to go on there and order a t-shirt. Why? Because in 6 months' time we have a meetup, which I plan on going to, and I would like a t-shirt with my shit on it. So the reason I just pulled straight out, guys, we're on a TMP server, and in a TMP server, you just need to look out for other people. You can see other people through the map because they come up as blue dots if they're not your friends. So basically, you don't need to look left and right and out of the truck. You can just look at your map and go, oh yeah, nobody around. Right, border crossing. Oh, this is quite a long border crossing as well, isn't it? So we had that. We have a... Let's go for this one this time. It's got a red light on it, but it'll turn green in a second. It's a weighbridge. There it goes, going green. Hoping the closer I get to this... There we go. We'll have to stop this time for a document check. Like I say, if there's anything to pay here, the guy I'm working for pays it. So there's no cost to me. Remember, on some of these tight turns, you're driving a truck. So wide turns. Hello, pup. How you doing? What are you chewing? What are you chewing? Does Daddy need to check what you're chewing? It's probably one of your little, like, cloth bones or whatever they're called. I don't know. You just probably bit a bit off. Do I need to check what you're chewing? Yeah? I think I can trust you. What do you think? No? Baby. Good girlie. So, plans for the day. Stream this for you guys. Go on the radio, maybe. Normal shit, different day. I think I'm on the wrong side of the road, so let's just get over here. Yeah, this is the right side of the road. The correct side of the road, rather. I think the first time I did this, I thought that was a hard shoulder because of the solid white line. But yeah, on your skills tree, guys, when you start from scratch, make sure you do distance, because obviously you want distance to earn your money. Then do, say, 3 of them. Then do 3 of your chemicals. Then do 3 of the one below distance. Then do 3 of the one below that, and then back up the top again. So distance, chemicals, bump, bump, bump. And the more you fill, the more you earn. Which is why I didn't take the job until I put as many skill points into the tree as I could. What we'll do is we'll have a look, see what a job is going to bring in for me if I use that truck that I just bought. If there's no real benefit to it, then I won't use it. Quite simple. If I can get a $6 job not using my truck, well, that's what I'm going to do. If I can get if the jobs with the truck is only like $8, not even worth bothering. I'd save more than that not driving it. So to use my own truck, it's going to have to be about $15 at least for me to consider using my own truck. That way it's enough to offset tow boost, fuel, wear and tear, all that jizzles. You know, my plan has always been, when I do a single player or start a character, is that I build my company before building me. I mean, to be honest, I think that should be everyone's main aim. You build your company before you build you. I mean, what's the point of building you straight away? Because the truck that you're going to buy, it's not going to last too long before you're upgrading. I mean, base truck, yeah. If you're going for a base truck in game, yeah, fair enough. Right, according to what it says about the game, one's first garage is set as a player's headquarters. Now, this is a tiny garage, single truck bay, which what I got. You can host a single driver. All subsequent garages that are bought start with a room for 3 trucks and drivers. They can be bought for 144. So it doesn't say what level the garage opens. Best place to get a garage is them places. How long is 1 hour in ETS? Basically about 10 minutes. I think it level unlocks for the tree. So we're going to have to wait to level unlock it. We can still take quick jobs even though we got a truck. But like I say, the job needs to be 15 grand or more every time. Otherwise, it's just not worth taking your own truck. And with my skill tree level, I don't think I get that sort of thing. Now, like I say, it you know, when you do jobs, it has to cover fuel, repairs, tow boosts. So you got to be mindful. I mean, if you're starting from somewhere like Germany, like the middle of Germany or somewhere, yeah, you don't have to worry about tow boosts because there is none in Germany. You know, you stick within the German interior, and it's a big old country, so you probably won't hit a tow booth for ages and ages and ages. Until you go maybe till you can branch into France or Poland. Netherlands don't have that many tow booths. I mean, depending if they upgrade the Netherlands, because Netherlands do have some tunnels that require you for them to be paid for. Although at the moment, I think one of them that you pay for isn't in game. The 7-mile bridge, or 7K bridge that we've got, spanning a few of the islands, you have to pay to go over that normally. But I don't think that road's in game. The tunnel between Belgium and, or the lower part of Holland, real low part of Holland, sort of Belgium area, to get to the main kind of area of Holland. The tunnel there, it's a paid-for tunnel. For car, I think it's in IRL, it's about €7, something like that. Cars, how you doing, bro? Good morning, good morning. Welcome to my start from scratch kind of series. Whoa, that's being a twat. I nearly tipped the truck over. So start from scratch series, the way I do it. So the way I do it, like I'm sure you heard me the other day, I build up my character first. Build up my company first before I build up my character. Even though obviously building up your character is hand in hand with building up your company because of the skill tree and all that sort of stuff. Doing good. Just got done on Construction Sim. GG's. Construction Sim is a good game if you can get people interested in coming to play. That way you can stick it on hard level. And yeah, between 2-3, you can beast out jobs, even if it's a long-winded job. But yeah, if all of a sudden your friends go, I can't bother to play today, and you go on a Construction Sim and you've got a massive, great big job to do. And yeah, it took me 3 days to do the swimming pool job. Because the guys went, yeah, I'll come and help you. Yeah. So I whacked it on hard because I was thinking all that mud and stuff, gain loads of money out of it. Yeah, and then the next time I was on, there was nobody around. So yeah, I think I did 3 streams where all I was doing is digging. And in the end I was like, I can't bother to do this anymore. Autocomplete. You know, I gained enough out of selling the mud to pass the job over. You know, I mean, the first day I had a guy with me who basically in the IRL he drove a digger, an excavator, and he said just basically sit in the truck, I'll do the excavator. And he was basically bump, you know, faster than I could do it. And he was like, you know, the controls are basically the same as what's in my real digger. He said I've got dual joysticks and all that kind of jazz. He says so that's kind of the same. He said the only thing that's kind of not the same is when I'm in my real excavator is distance between stuff. You can't really tell that good, you know, the distance between you and the stuff. And he said another thing is in a real excavator you can use the bucket to turn yourself. So what I mean is you can place the bucket on the ground, lift yourself up and spin yourself with the arm in the bucket. He said in the game you can't do that because obviously the bucket just disappears into the ground, so you can't put any pressure on to lift yourself up and turn. So he said that's different. He said but everything else you got to add it set up like it's a real job. And he was like, I was literally in the truck going empty, and this is real time, so I was basically going empty, and this is how quick it was. Empty. So every like 10 seconds, and he was like scooping 3 buckets in those spaces of empty times. He was that quick. And then I managed to upgrade with him. I managed to upgrade my excavator to the biggest one you can have. I managed to upgrade my trucks to the dumper trucks to the biggest ones you can have. And yeah, we were getting like 8-9 grand a time from an offload from a sale. And I've always said that if there was a few people on, we could get even more money by... Where the fuck's the gate? Okay, it's there. Yeah, I always said if I could get three or four people on and interested, I could earn even more money. And the way you do that is you take it to I think it's the recycle yard or somewhere, and you gain even more money by personally delivering it. I'm not sure what the difference is between selling it direct from your truck or selling it from the yard, but apparently it's more if you manually do it. But I never knew because there was never more than just me and another guy on playing it. So I didn't get to test that. I would have liked to. Don't get me wrong, I'd have liked to have tested it. And seen what the difference in pay would have been. Because that, to me, would have been interesting. That's overdone it, I think. Yes, it has. This is what I mean, guys. Even if your skills in reversing are shit, still give it a go when you start playing the game, because the XP, even if it takes you 3 or 4 minutes, is worth getting. So, you know, plus every professional, everyone, every so often has to shunt their truck. And any real driver that says not is a liar. Because every professional does it. Right, let's see. I've got nothing to show you at the moment, so let's see if... I mean, unless I can go into there and upgrade from there. Upgrade I can, yes. Right then, that'll cost me 154,000. Yeah, we'll do that. Bosh! Now I get to show you some stuff. So I'm upgrading the garage. So that truck, I can probably give it to somebody else. Right, let's see if I can employ somebody else. Once it comes up. Come on, game. Come on, game. Fucking cinematics. Whatever. Anyway. Driver manager. No, I don't want to do that because I'm the only driver. What do I want to do? I want to not do that. I need to employ somebody. Recruitment agency, that's what I want to do. Hire a driver. I've got 1.7 and a 0.8. To be honest, there's not much between them. This guy's got more skills on the board, although I'd like him here. This other guy's only got 2. Let's choose this guy here, this Dominic. Right, you're going to go here. Yeah. And I'm going to give him my truck. So I'm going to go truck manager. Truck manager. Where the fuck's driver manager? There you go, truck manager. Truck manager and give him my truck. So, is it relocate? Relocate in there, and I'm going to give it to him. Bosh. Now he's got a truck. So he's going to go out driving. Why do quick jobs? What I'm also going to do, because I've still got 171,000 left, let's go to the used truck again. And I'm looking for anything below. There you go. Lovely Scania R-Type. Let's purchase that. Might be able to get a couple of these, maybe. Boss, get in there. Go to recruitment agency again. Don't know mine. I like her. The reason why I like her, she's not only was she 1.7, she had 3 in. I'm going to give her the Scania. I'm going to buy a truck for myself. I may not use it, but I'm going to buy one for myself in preparation for getting another driver. So let's go into used truck market again. 94,000. Got a lovely DAF XF. That's all right, actually. Like that. Got a Merc there as well. 320, 367. 420. But it's a big ass Volvo though. Big fuel tank. I quite like that. The old Volvo for me. Let's have that. Because what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give that to me for now. Right, let's come out of that. Right, now what I want to do is just see what the price difference is between quick job and real job and doing it with the truck. So I can get 12 grand. Oh, 12 grand. That I might be doing. Right, freight, because I've got my own truck now. 17. Hi, can I join you and add you on Steam? You can add me on Steam, do what you like, mate. I'm basically starting up a character, so I'm doing quick jobs quite a lot of the time. So, yeah, you're quite welcome to join. 17's all right, but when you consider that I don't even have to drive my own truck, and I still get set, 5 grand more without having to use my own truck. 5 grand more. That's quite a lot, isn't it? In fact, yeah, I might use my own truck. You got to keep looking, guys. You got to keep looking. So I'm in Sim 2, dude. TMP Sim 2. I am right over in Turkey. Okay. What I can do with this truck now, though, guys, is I can set this, and it won't change. So there, I haven't got any. Let me join you. Bear with me. It's like I need to go get the job anyway, so let's put some lights on. And I'm just going to reverse out of the garage and go get the job. Why is the accelerator not working? That's kind of strange. My accelerator stopped working. What the fuck's going on? It should be working. Brandon IYS, thank you very much for following, my dude. Yeah, nothing's working now. Fuck. Yeah, look, nothing's working. I don't get this problem that often. Why is this not working? Bollocks, I'm going to have to cancel the job. No, quick travel. I don't want to do this because this is a pain in the ass. Right, quick job. 12 grand. Take that job instead. Is your chat working? Yes. As far as I'm aware. This is weird. My controller, since buy a truck and my controllers aren't working. Why aren't they working? Because they should be, because they're there. Look. Grossmaster. This is strange. As you can see, that's working. Throttle's working. Clutch, brake. It's all there. So why, when I get into the truck, nothing? Is this a glitch in the matrix? Oh, the line caller. Bro, do you want to do use some mods? No. I'm starting a character from scratch to show how I do it properly. So yeah, I'm not using mods at all. Brake lights came on. Enjoying my convoy. New. Simulation 2. Right, hopefully. Steering wheel shit is now working again. And it would call yellow. Right, there we go. We got steering back. Right, let's just do my peripherals, because obviously I picked to come out of that last truck. So I like to have the seat right back, 80% view. Right, there we go. Pick the drive, and let's go do the job. So, we have drivers now. I mean, you won't see them, but I have drivers now. You can pick how your drivers upgrade their skill tree. So advanced, pick certain stuff, which I might do actually for the first couple, and then I'll put them on balance. Let's just go to my drivers a minute. Driver manager, this dude. So you can go balanced. Concentrate on long distance for a minute. I'll change it. And you just you're the same. Concentrate on long distance. Long distance is money. That's the thing. That's what you got to remember. Distance is money. And the reason why you have drivers is to gain you money faster. So 472 miles, 37 minutes on the job. That's where I'm going. Like I say, you're quite welcome to join me. I'm going to from Istanbul to Kojan. And the downside is I might be doing another quick job depending on what the pay is. So I might end up back in Istanbul. And I'll be doing that a lot. Are you going to be on late? I'll be on for about 3 hours. And so far I've been on an hour. So we're coming off about 10:30, depending on when I finish the job. Or when I finish the jobs. I keep under 62 because that's what Truck Book says is race miles. So the difference between real miles and race miles. So I stay under 62. So I normally whack cruise on, like you see now, 56 mile an hour, and chill out and talk to you guys. No music on. So you follow all rules. I don't follow all the rules, dude. I have fines off at the minute because my character doesn't have any money. So I turn fines off. I turn fatigue off. And my reasoning for turning fatigue off is because it's not in conjunction to reality. What do I mean by that? So in game, you can drive for 11 hours straight, or whatever it is. In fact, the rules have actually gone down in the UK now. European rules, you can only drive for 10 hours a day maximum. But on an average, a 9-hour day. So 9 hours driving. And in the middle of that 9 hours, you have to take a 45. So, because this is European law, what I'm saying is what should happen all across Europe for Euro Truck Simulator. So you're only allowed to have a 9-hour drive period per day. Then you have to have 9 hours off, out of the wheel, away from the wheel. Well, not away from the wheel, because you can sleep in your cab, so you can't get away from your wheel if you're sleeping in the cab. But, you know, 9 hours logged off before you can go again for 9 hours. 10 if you're on your way home, but you can only do your 10 twice a week. So out of a 7-day period, you can drive for 10 twice. But again, you have to take note of your 45s, you know, your break times, and you know, it's just like your longest drive on an average is 4.5 hours. I'm in the USA, and it's a one of the guys that normally hangs around here quite a lot. He's a IRO truck driver in America, and he said the same. You know, it's a longer day, but you know, it's difference here. 34, which 3 days off. Yeah. So in Europe, like I was saying, in Europe, you could do a maximum week of 45 hours driving. So not over 90 per fortnight, per 2 weeks. Maximum day of driving on an average is 9 hours. But you can do 10 twice a week. You have to take a 9-hour rest period between drives. You know, so like overnight, you have to take 9 hours away from the wheel. Also, every 14th day, you have to take off. So if you do 13 days straight, then on the 14th day, you have to take a day off, 24 hours away from the wheel. It's all to do with the fatigue, and you know, European drivers, because of the tighter roads and the concentration levels, you know, they have to, there's a kind of study that says, you know, they have to take more breaks. So you can drive 11 hours here, sleep 10. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, you'd have thought you guys over there would maybe say, fall in the same kind of categories as our drivers, in terms of drive time and that, because you drive, you know, some of the roads over where you are, you know, once you get on the highway, it's just miles and miles of kind of straightness. You know, I know there is bends in it and stuff, but it's miles and miles of straightness. You know, a lot of your main highways are dead straight. It's kind of scary how dead straight they are. It's like they went, let's put a highway down. Right, which direction should we go? That fucking way. And you build it dead straight. You know, there's no going around mountains and trees and forestry and farms and shit. It's just fucking, let's go that way. And that's where you go. It's kind of cool, but, you know, in terms of a long distance truck driver, it's probably quite boring. You know, not having to actually turn the wheel for miles upon miles upon miles. I mean, it's good in a way, because obviously you guys can go, doubles and triples and road train it and all kinds of nice stuff. Which earns you guys a shit ton of money. Which is probably why you guys get to own your own trucks quite easily. Well, I say quite easily. Some of you guys work fucking hard, but you know, it seems like, you know, you guys can, after say a couple of years, oh yeah, we'll buy a truck, yay. Yeah, it takes over here. It takes you years to be able to buy a truck. Years. Follow age one day. Yeah, you just joined the club, dude. "13 minutes 5 seconds. Is that enough? Is it? You already consider fucking off?" I'm not joking. He's right, I've done my 15 minutes, see you later, bye. I've had me short breaks, I've had me short tackle breaks, see you later, bye. See, that's the thing. In a 4.5 hour period of driving, you can have a 45, but you can take it in 2 breaks if you really want to. So you can take it in a short 15 and then take 30. But you can't take it the other way around. I always thought that was strange. Do we have a VTC on Truckee? I am part of a VTC on Truckee, as well as Trucksbooks. It was basically to help a mate out with his VTC. And to be honest, I don't really take no notice of that one. I've got my main VTC, which I concentrate on, which is through Trucksbooks. And yeah. Here you got to take half hour. Yeah, like I say, you got to have 45 minutes over here, but in the 4.5 hour period, you can choose how you take it, but you can only split it into a 15 and a 30. And it has to be done in that order. You can't have your 30 then do a 15. It's strange. You know, if you have a 30, then 4.5 hours time, you got to have another 30. Right, I knew that. I didn't know if Viking had one on there. No, he doesn't. He doesn't do Truckee, mate. We're all part of. If you know the Raging Scott, it's kind of his VTC. Well, his and his mates. So he joined ours on Trucksbooks, and we joined his through Truckee, just to help him out. So we're coming up to our first tow booth, so we're going to see how much we're saving. I mean, obviously we're saving on fuel. We don't have to do that. It's not ATS. So it says that you have to visit the nearest weigh bridge. And yeah. So £94. So it's £94 because I'm working for somebody else I didn't have to pay. We'll try and do a job with our truck in a minute, just to see how much it does cost us. Because £5 difference in a job. Who are you working for? Viking Transport, dude. The Viking Transport Company, and considering that I'm an hour in, let's do you one of these. And we certainly do, guys. Come and join us. It's a fun-loving company. There's not many rules to fall into. When you do runs for Viking, do you start the game through... to be honest, you can start you can start either way. If you start it through Trucksbooks, you're playing single player. To play multiplayer online using the servers, you have to start it through Truckers TMP, Truckers Multiplayer, which today I'm using. Tomorrow the average Viking himself will be trucking, and yeah, he'll be on TMP Simulation 2. Do I have drivers? In what way? AI drivers for my own personal game, or VTC drivers? If you're on about in-game virtual drivers, yes, I have 2. So hopefully they'll deliver a job in the same amount of time I'm going to deliver a job, and we should get the money. I just didn't know if it mattered. No, not for Trucksbooks. So like I say, if you launch through Trucksbooks, you're only going to go into it's probably too early for most of the VTC drivers, dude. Yeah, if you launch through Trucksbooks, you're only going to launch into single player. So as long as you've got Trucksbooks open in your taskbar, no matter how you're playing the game, you will put miles on the board. Assuming, and this does matter, assuming you've got it set up right. Are you loaded? Loaded. I've got a trailer on the back, yes. On the VT... Oh yeah, I've answered that on VTC drivers. Yeah, a lot of our VTC guys are still in bed, dude. They're mainly English. No load in it. No load in it. Yeah, I got a load on, dude. I've got 10 tons of airmail. Top of the screen. So the bar I'm using up the top is Truckee. We've just mentioned that. We use it basically, although I'm part of VTC through Truckee, and I've explained that. I use Truckee basically for another source of information. So if you kind of look from left to right, so the information I have up is what truck I'm driving. So in this case, it's the DAF 2021. If there's any damage, so at the moment it's 0%. So, you know, that's all good. No damage to truck. Another bit of information on there is what gear I'm in. So I've stopped, so I'm in gear 1. The next information is what fuel's in the truck. So how many liters I've got out of total amount of liters. And it's 3/4 of a tank, which if you look at what's left, which is 545, and you look at what over to the far right, which is what's left of the journey, 317, there's enough fuel in it. I don't need to put fuel in it. But if I did, because I'm working for somebody else, I don't pay for it. It's for the other guy to pay for. Next bit of information is the speed I'm doing currently, 28 miles an hour, 29 miles an hour. Moving into the middle of the screen, next bit of information is where my journey started and where it's going. So Istanbul to Kron, and the company that I'm delivering to, which is Belkan Loco. Next bit of information is to do with race and real miles. Now it does work for the Trucksbooks miles, so 62. There is a cooldown period, just in case you do go slightly over. So there's like a couple of seconds cooldown period, as long as you don't go more than 2 mile an hour above, I think it is. I can go around that. It's fine, as long as you come straight back down again. The next bit of information is what my load is. So airmail 10 tons. Next bit of information is how much I'm going to earn on this journey. So 12,424. Next bit of information is miles left, 310. Real time, the job's going to take me 24 minutes. Arrival time 8:30. And I've done 162 miles on this job so far. That's reading right across left to right. It does use a little bit of your resources, so if you've got a computer that struggles playing the game anyway, you may not want to use Truckee. Whereas obviously Trucksbooks, all that does is log your job that you've done. So as soon as you complete a job, it just takes that information, logs it on the Trucksbooks, done. So while you're doing the job, it basically doesn't take any information from you, doesn't give any information, although if you have premium, it does kind of let you see where all the drivers are on your thing. So it does kind of track you a little bit, but doesn't really take that much resources by doing so. So we're at the other side, 23 minutes remaining of the job. Like I say, guys, you're quite welcome to join me, but if there's a better job starting from the other end, that's where I'm going to be going. So what you might want to do is maybe join me, or maybe the next job, and when you come down, if I can't get a job in the area, you might just want to drive, you know, just take a job on your own and just end up back where I'm going to. So the next couple of streams, this is what I'm going to be doing. I said the next couple of streams, the next couple of ETS streams. I mean, tomorrow, if I join the convoy with the guys, I'll be on my other character. I'd like to join with this character just to boost them up levels, but you know, I'd be, if I don't put in a lot of time in it today, I'll be nowhere near getting him up to scratch where he needs to be. I mean, it's literally going to be a love-hate relationship for the next couple of weeks to get this character up to where I want it. So yeah, like I say, I've started on my skill tree. This job should get me over into the next level, so I get another thing to put on, which will go on the bit underneath long distance. What I'm going to do is, once those two drivers get 3 dots on long distance, I'll put them back on balanced. So what that normally does is, it normally, every time they get a skill point, they just put it on whatever's underneath the rest. So they sort of go 1 dot, 1 dot, 1 dot on everything, and then they work it like that. That's the way they normally work it. Obviously, because I've changed it to distance, they're going to concentrate on that. So... You barking at your toy, dog? Hmm? Don't look at me, I am not playing with it. Go get it. Go get it. What? I'm not playing. Well, I am. I'm playing my game. I'm not playing with you. Playing with you comes later. You know it. So, guys, there's the information about the Discord that I'm in. It's a community-based Discord. There's no kind of one person in charge. Right, just to show you that I'm not paying for fuel, I'm actually going to stop for some. I don't need any, but I'm just going to show you that I don't pay for it. So let's pull in. This is the one good thing about doing quick jobs. So pull in, bosh, handbrake on. I always handbrake on, I don't know why. Engine off, you got to do that. And fill up. Now, this is all for my employer to pay for. So doing a quick job, you're working for somebody else. So this is what my employer would pay to fill the tank. Remember, it was 3/4 full. Is that it? 800? Oh yeah, I've only got an 800 litre tank. What does it say out of... Maybe that's the tank I could have if the truck was upgraded. 1,465. But anyway, I'm full of diesel now. 1,000 mile range. 200 miles to go. As you can see, that all came out of my employer's money, not mine. But yeah, guys, the SOAG link is in Discord. So the Discord link for the Son of a Glitch Gamers, SOAG as we call it. So I'll read the message. If you want an awesome Discord of friendly over 18s, then why not join the Son of a Glitch Gamers? There are loads of active players filling up the voice chats at all times of the day, and I do mean that quite literally. I mean, last night I wasn't in there, but there was 12 people chatting, as well as other people using other channels. And they weren't just in chat, like the message says. They weren't just in chat, just chatting shit. They were all playing games. All of them. So yeah, click the link, join on, guys. And as Fanatic says, if you're not in there, you need to be. It's a great... I mean, we'd say, you know, once you're part of the Discord, you're no longer just another gamer. You're part of the family. You're part of the furniture, and we take the bit mick out of each other. And if you're a snowflake, yeah, I wouldn't come in. Just saying that. You have to be able to give out banter, and you have to be able to take banter. I mean, obviously, don't just come in and start taking the piss out of people, because else you might get yourself booted out. You know, work your way in, and then gradually start giving out a few bants. Also on the quick jobs, sometimes from where we are in the map at the moment, and I say at the moment as a thing because once I up my skill tree level in that and I can travel further afield, I'll buy another garage and we'll go even further afield, and then we'll buy another garage and then we'll go even further afield. And the idea is that every time we get max distance away from the garage previous, we'll basically fill that with drivers and I'll move on. Because I plan to have my garage in Germany. That's where I'm going to have my personal garage. It's what I do. I build up my company. I don't normally buy my own truck straight away. Be right back. Going to switch over to the phone. Yeah, no worries, dude. Yeah, I don't normally buy my own truck, although while I'm not using it, it's not costing me anything. So, hey, you know. So yeah, I try and when I'm doing the game for me, like I say, I concentrate on my skill tree and the company. Me getting a truck is in the back of my mind, although the opportunity at the moment was there because I need to upgrade my garage again, which I need some more money for. I think the upgrade is about 150,000, something like that. Plus, we got a £6,000 loan to pay off. Guys, there's my link to Icon City. So if you've got a Stream Deck Loop Deck and you want some buttons, not only for gaming, but for productivity, or just maybe the icons, they do it all. Go check them out, guys. Go use my code at checkout for 10% off your purchases. And it's all MAD, M-A-D, or caps, because you'd be mad not to. And the link that went through about 5 minutes ago, guys, to Fanatic Racing. Oh, sorry, not Fanatic Racing. Sorry, Moser. Yeah, for Moser Racing. Please go and click that. Not now. Come back to my page afterwards. It's down in the About section. Click on Moser Racing. Go in to check them out. They do steering wheels and steering bases and pedals. For your needs. They're slightly cheaper than Fanatec. They do bundles, and using my link, even if you don't buy anything, guys, will just get me a little bit more noticed. The more people that use it, you know, the better it is for the community. And if you are considering buying anything from Moser anyway, if you want to use my link and go and buy something, you know, that will help me out slightly, a little bit more than just browsing. But at least go and have a browse, guys. See what they do, see what they got. Especially if you play simulation games and you're thinking about a steering wheel. My advice, though, if you're just getting into simulation games, don't buy a DD wheel straight away. Get yourself what I call bargain basement wheel. So nothing less than, say, a T150 from Thrustmaster, or a G29 or G920 from Logitech. They're basically the same wheel, but one's PlayStation, one's Xbox, depending what your button configuration you like. Yeah, so Logitech G29, G920, like I say, same wheel. Thrustmaster T150, about the same sort of price, about the same sort of power as well. And yeah, just see if you're going to use the wheel a lot, and then work your way up. You got a G29 Fanatic, have you? Like, I had a G920, and the motor got on my nerves, and plus I think it's 1 in 3 people have problems with the Logitech software. And I was one of the 3. Average had problems with the software. We quickly changed to the Logitech gaming software instead of the home, the normal hub. But there were still problems with that. There's a garage up here toward my left. I'm going to go have a look and unlock it. Garage just over here. So yeah, what used to happen is you were playing a game, and your center spring would disappear. Just out of the blue. Just totally disappear. And you had to go in, and don't know whether you know where it is, but you had to go in and you had to uncheck and check this tick box, and then it'll come back, and then it was fine. And then maybe an hour or so later, it would happen again, so you have to do it again. And it just drove us up the fucking wall. So, yeah, we sort of changed to the other software. And in the end, you quickly figure out, yes, you are going to play these games, and you are going to require maybe a very... I'm just going to spin around now. An upgrade. So I went for me and Average went for the same wheel, to be honest. We went for the Thrustmaster T300 GT Edition, which basically gives you the 3-pedal setup, belt-driven wheel instead of gears, so it's a lot quieter. And until recently, I haven't had any problems with it at all. What I have found is that mine has started giving me some throttle input when I'm not even using it. Yes, mine is doing that. Found out if you don't have G-Hub minimized, it does it. Yeah, so it's another... The thing is that when I was using G-Hub, I didn't have a very good machine, so I wanted to keep as many programs closed as I could. So I didn't want G-Hub open all the time. But if that's what cures it, having G-Hub kind of minimized, then, you know, you've found a kind of cure in a way. I mean, somebody like Windy. Windy hasn't... He's got a G939, or is it 393, something like that. The upgraded version. And he hasn't had a problem with G-Hub software. You know, so... And he sees no reason to upgrade. Because, you know, kept having problems while iRacing. To be honest, dude, if you're iRacing and you like iRacing, you probably want to upgrade. And the reason being is you'll get better feel through the wheel, especially if you're any good. You'll want that better feel through the wheel, better sensory input through the pedals. Because did you know there's only, I read about it, 30 sensors in the Logitech pedals for placement, whereas I think in the Thrustmasters there's 1,000 sensors, sensor inputs. Hi, World of Gaming, how you doing? How has my day been so far? It's about 2 hours old. I'll let you know later. It's been alright so far. Yeah, so for iRacing and stuff, I mean, if you like it, your main goal when playing iRacing would be to get a direct drive wheel of some description in the end. Like I say, for better sensory input through the wheel. So when you like tipple over, say, this white line, if it's got a rumble strip on, you'll be able to feel it, you know. So like when you go over the sausage curbs and shit on a track. Yes, I am, dude. You'll feel all that. You'll feel whether the ground. I mean, with a DD wheel, apparently I haven't used a DD wheel yet. I say yet because if I get the pennies to get one, I'm going to get them. I'm going to get one, even though I don't need it because I don't race. If I raced, I'd get a DD wheel. It'd be top of my list straight away. But I don't race enough. I say I don't race, I do race, but I don't race enough to warrant paying out for a DD wheel yet. You're using the Fanatec? GG. It's a life changer. I was going to go Fanatec, and then I saw that, you know, at the time, Fanatec was kind of the only one within my price range which I could afford, and now Mo's has come out. They are doing some amazing stuff at the moment, and are equal to build quality, reliability, and all that sort of stuff as Fanatec. So, which is why I'm now a partner with Moser, even though I don't have a Moser. I do, like I say, do plan on getting one at some point. Because also I do like the idea if they're brand new, what they call the TSW wheel, which basically stands for Truck Sim Wheel. It's, compared to the wheel I have at the moment with the Thrustmaster, it would be double the size, so out here kind of thing. And if you get all the truck sim stuff, you can lean the wheel down exactly like it is on a truck, and you know, just have fun with it. Dog, what are you doing? What are you doing, baby? Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? Coming up to another passport control. Looks like a wiggly one this time. Yeah, but you got to admit, dude, that a DD wheel for truck sim is a bit overkill, and it kind of isn't needed. I mean, for those on a budget, a DD wheel maybe last on the list. Am I supposed to be going down that way? I am. In consideration that the graphic quality for this game is going to go up, you probably want to, you know, upgrade your PC if that's where, if you're struggling at the moment, you're going to want to upgrade your PC, because sooner or later you may not be able to play this game. Because like I say, game quality is going up, or way up. And it's to incorporate the new DirectX. So game quality is going up. I've not tested it yet because it's in the new update 1.5 beta. I'm just going to wait until the beta comes out as a proper DOC. And then I'll upgrade to it. And then obviously a few months later when Truckers MP shouldn't be too long behind it. That's normally like a week behind it or so. And then Pro mods. Now, normally every one of my single players that I've ever played has pro mods. I have a character for TMP that does just pro mods. I have a character on TMP that just does single player. Well, the single player stuff. But to me, the pro mods add-ons are game changers. Also, I would like there to be more feedback through your wheels in Farm Sim. I mean, I have a little bit when I go over train tracks and stuff. But I'd like there to be some sort of sensory input when you're going, say, over ploughed fields. You know, a ploughed field normally has nice ruts in it. If you could just have some sort of do-do-do-do-do-do when you go over them, you know, be nice. But nothing. And apparently, the reason being behind it is that the way tractor steering is, it's a motor-based, apparently it's a motor-based system that requires like steering fluid, which is why, I don't know why in game they just can't put sensory input in, but yeah, apparently that's the reasoning behind it. All I get in Farm Sim is, like I say, is like a centering spring reaction when I go over heavy bumps. So like train tracks, maybe sleeping policemen, road umps. And then the center spring will like just go doo-doo. Adreno. Hi, how you doing? And guys, we are listening to Simulator Radio. At the moment, there's not a DJ on, but when there is, he gives up his time for absolutely free. I know this because, like the message says, I'm not only a partner streamer, I am also a presenter with Simulator Radio. And yeah, like I say, when we do our thing, we give up our time for absolutely free. Is that inside lane empty? Looks like it could be. No, there's a barrier there. Go back. Oh, the line caller. Is there? Yeah, there's an M tag there. It's just fine. It's fine. There's an M tag there, so we should be able to go through here. £4. And like it says, paid by employer. Yeah, so click the link for Simulator Radio, guys. Give a donation. Click on that donation button. Click on the Patreon button. Give what you can. Keep us on air. Keep listening, whether you're playing I want to invite your VTC to our convoy. We do a big VTC tomorrow, a big convoy tomorrow morning. I say tomorrow morning, about 11 o'clock. We start from Frankfurt. We always start from Frankfurt, and the guys go around Europe for about 3-4 hours. Best thing to do, dude, is to if you want to arrange something like that, to join the Discord, and in the trucking chat say, hi, I'm from another VTC, and you know, I think it would be quite nice for your VTC and ours to to have a little meet up, drive together. What do you think? And obviously the guys, the managers, will try to arrange a time and a place to do so. Oi! Get off! Get away! Just got to sort the dog a second. Be back 2 seconds. Anyway, I'm back. If you just joined me, guys, good morning, good morning. This is a start from scratch character. I think I'm only level 6. Doing quite well, actually. I've already got 2 drivers, and I don't think they've quite finished their jobs yet. But as soon as they do, you'll see that come through the in-game map. One thing I have to do is, let's turn off that one because we don't need it. Save a bit of power in truck. Dog, you tuning anything over here, you'll be dead before you get anywhere near it. I don't mean that. Anyway, we're really close to the drop-off. Thought we got a DJ then. Right, there's a question mark over here. I just want to go see what that question mark is. We're in city limits jobs. World Trucks Gaming, thank you very much. Sorry, World Gaming. I'll get it right in a minute. World Gaming Go, thank you very much for your follow. Welcome into the Funhouse. Right. Thank you for the disco. Right, we're just going to pop round the back and see what that question mark is before we drop this off. It might just be a recruitment agency. It might be... I have a feeling it's just a recruitment agency, the where it's placed. Had to drop a follow? Thank you very much. You don't have to, but much appreciated. Yeah, I have a feeling this is just... here, basically, no ETS streamers anymore, and the vibes are amazing. Thank you very much. Very kind of you to say so. Yeah, there you go. It's a recruit agency. Right, we need to turn around. So, turn tight, jackknife the trailer. Not advisable, but... And let her run out. There we go, we got her. The more recruitment I'll say that again. The more recruitment agencies you open, the better class of drivers sometimes you find. I'm not saying it happens all the time, but in theory, you should get better class drivers when you need to upgrade your... Well, I say upgrade your drivers because if you have them long enough, they'll upgrade themselves. Right, this happens sometimes at delivery areas in IRO. Sometimes security will check you to make sure A, you should be here, and B, that you're not carrying explosives and shit to blow up the company. And because I'm lacking on experience, yes, I'm going to park the vehicle. Lots of space on this one, so this should be kind of no problem. Right, what I'm watching, guys, while I'm reversing is the back wheels. Not watching the trailer at all. Just watching the back wheels, the placement of where the back wheels are. And I kind of made that look easy, if I do say so myself. Doesn't always go like that, but yeah. Show results. Yeah, I got another star because we went up from 6 to 7. Right, so we've got 3 on the top, 3 on the middle. Time for 3 here. So like I say, guys, we're going to do 3 on this one, 3 on this one, then we're going to go back the long distance and then go back up the top and then do this one again and then this one again, and then we'll concentrate on the bottom. Game crashed in Iceland. If you launch the game in pro mods as you were, it should just take you straight back into where you were. So we're going to do a high value. So we also got that as well. A few tiny little upgrades for shit. Right, let's quit another quick job. Well, let's see what the difference is between quick job and job for me. So quick job will gain me 16,000. That's the best job. Freight, because obviously we got a truck. 22. Think we got to do that. Let's see if my truck will actually work now. Because it didn't a minute ago. So like I say, I don't normally buy a truck straight away, but we were kind of, I don't know, kind of forced in the situation. So yeah, we do have to waste a bit of fuel now going to the pickup point, but it's only 2 minutes away. We do need to, hang on a second, we do need to outer middles. Hey, want to go together for convoy? You can do, I'm in Istanbul. You have to over this one to get what I do is over this one exactly where I want because I'll never look over this. And yeah, there we go. So I'm going to go get the job now. Let's turn you off. I don't use you. And like I say, we're going to see what kind of profit I get afterwards, because obviously if I've had to fuel up too many times, I've had to pay for a load of tows, and it ends up under 16 grand, which I could have earned, then I know for next time not to use my own truck. But like I say, once I get another couple of spaces, this truck will go to an AI driver for it to earn me money, and I will keep doing quick drops. I didn't really choose this truck. This truck, it keeps crashing in Iceland, even though my PC is more than powerful. Are you playing single player and have your own mods? If so, it's possibly a mod conflict. You've probably got just like a mod in the wrong order, which is why it crashes. I think the map stuff has to all be together, but in the right order. So if you look at your map sometimes and your map's not showing the dots overlaid correctly, then it's in the wrong order. Yeah, so your mods are probably in the wrong order. Yeah, single player with only the pro mods entered. Just make sure they're in the right order, like I say. Go to pro mods, there's an exact order that they have to be in, and just, you know, make sure they're in correct order. If it still crashes, then I don't know, maybe play with it, figure it out. You know, just open one mod at a time and just see if you get stability. Matasso? I could have just butchered your name, but thank you very much for your follow. Welcome to the funhouse. Basically, if you take your player to the online mode, which you probably may want to create a new character for, what you would do in that situation is you would just have your mods in your folder for pro mods, but don't activate them. Reason I say don't activate them, because if you activate them, it will come up with, every time you start TMP Pro Mods, it will come up with a message saying you're starting a changed save. Please pick a destination, and you will have to pay for that quick travel every single time. Whereas if you don't activate your mods, it will just come up as the save. So it depends how you plan on playing with the Pro Mods character. Now, if you plan to play Pro Mod single player, then yeah, crack on. But if you plan to go on TMP anytime, like I say, you probably want to create a new character and just have the Pro Mods in your folder. Do not activate them. And then anytime you go on a Pro Mods, it will just, or Pro Mods TMP, it will just play it as if you saved the game. Which is during, you know, that clip where Average is saying, you might want to get this clip for what he's about to say, and he said I was right and I cheered. That's because that's what I just told him, and he tried it and went, yeah, it worked. So just get into this job. Morning, Average, how you doing, dude? I don't know why that didn't come up. Let me just check my overlays once I get on the thing. It should have been all fucking set up because I did do it. Maybe it changed. But anyway, guys, there he is. The man, the myth, the absolute legend. The Average Viking. Go check him out, guys. He'll be on at 11. And like I say, he does a big convoy. I say big convoy. It's been rather popular lately, shall I say. On a Saturday, starting from Frankfurt. Anybody is welcome. Like I say, just be in his stream and say, I'm such and such here, can I join you on convoy? And the answer is always yes. As long as you're not a dick, the answer is always yes. I mean, just be aware that at the time, the guy will be streaming. And if you're doing stupid stuff, you won't be in this, you won't be in the convoy much longer. Right, so we've actually paid about, I don't know what we paid for those 2 tows. I don't know, maybe £100 off the top, which at the moment isn't too bad, as long as I don't have to pay too much. 3,000, what, a 3,000 mile tank? Shit. Right, hopefully this job's still here. So we're going into freight because we're driving in our own truck, and yes, it's still there, so we're going to collect that and go pick up the trailer. It bounced in. I hope that didn't damage it. Sometimes it does. So guys, like I was saying, I've only got a truck this time around because A, it was cheap and I only had 3 spaces. But if it's not cost effective to run my own truck, I won't be running it. I'm still running quick jobs. So anyway, let's go. So my 3,000 miles without a trailer suddenly went down to about 17,500. I mean, this truck's what, I can't remember what it was, 420 HP, 425, something like that. So more than capable to pull 40 tons. I've done some power to weight kind of in different kinds of trucks. And what I figured out was if you have, thank you for lights off. What I figured out was if you have about 400, 500 horsepower, you can pull 40 tons rather easily. Yes, on hills you will have some sort of reaction where the truck will start to slow, but the truck can pull it. 500 tons, say with the train, which is the heaviest cargo in the game, 63 ton I think it is, it will struggle a lot. No going around it, it struggles a lot. Unless you've got like a 700 horsepower truck. And even that struggles sometimes. But they will pull it. As long as you don't come up against too many kind of hill starts or anything, 500 horsepower truck will pull it. I've done it. In fact, I've done it with the DAF XD, which is only 440 horsepower. I've pulled the train with that. Yes, I didn't pull it out of the quarry, which would be, yeah, I tried it. It didn't go too well. I lasted, well, I didn't even get up to the dam, to be honest. Oh, I was going to fix that one. Let's just quickly pull over. Because we're in pro mod, so let's make sure we're in properly. Hazards on. So I'm just quickly fixing my overlay for Lumiere. That and that and that. And that, and that. And then, should have been that, and was it that? No, it wasn't that, was it? There's that. So what should have happened when Average walked in is that. There we go. And we're back in the game. Right, so what I would normally do in this situation is normally because I'm in a live server, Normally what I would do is just try and stay on the hard shoulder until I get up to a certain speed, 40-ish, and then I pull out. Just in case somebody's coming up behind, you know, you don't want to be in their way going really, really slow, because if TMP suddenly look at you, and they can look at you, be inside the truck with you, whatever, see exactly what speed you're doing, and see that you're doing under the speed limit, they can classify it as your fault why the crash happened. And that's bad. So what we're hoping to do is get in the round to upgrade the garage again. That's, as far as money goes, that's our next spend, is to upgrade the garage. Now when I upgrade the garage, I will pull out of this truck and give it to an AI. I may not, depending on how much money I got. Yeah, it'll depend on how much money I got, if I can afford to buy a new truck and stuff like that. Because if I can afford to buy a new truck and I can stick in this one, because this one's probably the most powerful truck I've got at the minute. 7% damage, so there was damage on the truck before I got it. So it's not perfect. But it is TMP. Which means... it means I can crash, you know, it means I can do Y/fix and save some money. Because I got a trailer on board. There you go. All done. Oh no, it must be wear and tear. Haha, I've just wasted that. So it's wear and tear, 7%. Damn. We're not going to replace that. Anyway, good morning, Average. How you doing, bro? Hope you're well. Don't worry, folks. He might not answer back because he's probably just on his first coffee. That don't impress my crotch. How do you add the radio on the stream? I have the app from Simulator Radio, and what I do is I add it in as an audio source, but then delete it for recordings, so that when you watch this back later, there's no music audio. All good, and yes, still waking up. Yeah, I know your habits. It's not creepy at all. We've just known each other a long time. So that's how I do it. So I add it in and then take it away. So you listen to it, but when you play it back and sort of Twitch scans it, there's no music at all. There's just my voice in the game. But obviously if you're a streamer and you play the music straight from the game, it's going to be there. And Twitch will get funny about it. This time in the morning, it's creepy. No, it's not. I know your habits. Like I say, we've been friends for a little while. So it's a friendly thing to, you know these things. To know when I can't wind you up that much. Because your brain's not in gear. So we're doing quite well, guys. You know, we started this character the other day. We did a few jobs while I was in VC chat with the guys. We've now got six upgrade points, and we've used them on stuff. We're doing longer jobs. You know, we're getting more money. To think when we first started the character without no upgrade points, we were only getting £3,000 jobs. So money-wise, we were only getting 3,000. Now we're getting 21,000, and this is only kind of day 2. No, sorry, day 3. I did do 4 jobs last night, so it's kind of day 3 of this character. Although I didn't upgrade anything until you guys came on board with me, so I did the jobs, got the skill points, but didn't do anything with them until this morning, where on my tree I upgraded distance, I upgraded a few things on the chemicals. Now I'm upgrading high value, and then I will upgrade the thing below. Only 3 points because there's 6 to each one, and then I will go back up and start again. Distance, chemicals, high value, the one below it. Leave the bottom 2 lines. The bottom 2 lines don't really mean a lot until you're sort of going really long distance, because one of them is for eco driving, so it saves you fuel, so it costs you less money to go miles. But if you're not really hammering the truck like I'm not at the moment, you don't really need it. I mean, really don't really need it. Because at the moment I'm getting sort of realistic miles per gallon, whereas when you do the eco driving, it saves you money on the fuel or fuel usage. Like I say, unless you hammer your truck, which you see some people do. Some people hammer the truck to fuck and then go, oh, my fuel's going down fast. Well, yeah, it fucking will do, you dick. You know, you got fucking 20-30 ton on the back of your truck and you're doing 90 mile an hour. What do you expect to happen? Don't be a dick. I hope my players are actually getting jobs, because I haven't I haven't seen anything come through the thing yet. I'll have to check in a second. Get this job over with. We'll just see if they've actually done any jobs, because they should have done. Also check on the bank balance. We did take out a 400,000 loan. We've not got enough to pay any of that back yet. I mean, obviously every day that goes by, they'll take a payment. So we got to keep on top of that. So that's why I say the profit's got to be there, because A, I'm paying off a loan and I'm trying to save money as well. And I'm trying to get trucks for my drivers, and I'm trying to get people in, and I'm trying to upgrade garages. I mean, the next step is probably going to be one of the hardest. So the next couple of steps for me, as well as doing the upgrade tree, the skill tree, is I need to upgrade my garage, which will get me 2 more slots. I need to get drivers in for those slots and trucks, which is going to be a big step, because obviously that's money in, and stuff like that, which is it's important. I think it's important. And like I say, I will be doing this for 3 garage worths of drivers. Why 3? Because I think that's enough. And guys, the link in chat, Moser Racing, please go click that. Please get me noticed with them. Maybe stuff starts happening, maybe it doesn't. But at least if you click in, they kind of log your IP address, and that's the way they do it. So far, I think we've had about 30 odd people use that link to go have a look. And like I say, it just logs your IP address usage. So if you got, I don't know whether it works on tablet and your PC as well, or it seems like it's 2 different entities. I'm on game, finishing last job and starting up stream. Jeez, dude, you're advertising your own stream. You only came in today. If you ever get banned for less, dude, just be careful. Paul C, thank you very much for your follow. Welcome to the Funhouse. Yeah, stop. What happens in American truck, guys, if you go through a weighbridge like that and your trailer is damaged, you can get fined for the damages. So yeah, just be careful. Hey, how's it going? We're going, dude. Going well, dude. I keep forgetting how to pronounce your name, but I do remember you don't pronounce it as the X, you pronounce it as a Z. Zocaplex? Glad to hear. I'm also doing well. Good, good. Guys, amazing. So many of you in this early and on. I say early. 9 o'clock isn't early, is it? Not too early. Anyway, good morning. Welcome. Sit back, grab yourself a coffee. It's time to chill as I upgrade this character. Reason why I'm upgrading, guys. When I first started this character, I was kind of in a rush. So this is my single player stroke when we had a server character. And because we had a server at the time for the VTC, I was kind of in a rush to make him and to get him up to scratch to where a lot of the guys were. So I used a money mod. And yeah. I used a money mod and moneyed and took stuff in. I took your advice, made 300k. I also switched to realistic automatic. Yeah, that's what I used, dude. If my shifter was working, I would be using 12 speed high-low. But for some weird reason at the moment, it's something to do with a conflict between one of the latest updates to Windows 11 and the game. Hopefully it's fixed with the when Wi-Fi 1.50 comes out. How do you change Truckee to make it so it's in miles? Not it'll be in the settings, dude. So when you bring up your big window for Truckee, going to the, I forget where it is. Think it's over near the end, maybe. Sort of, yeah, I think it's over that end. In the settings section, and you can change it so that it shows miles instead of kilometers, shows tons instead of kilos. There's all sorts of settings in there too. I mean, it used to say imperial or metric, but now you can pick what you want. So you can, if you want, you can pick kilometers, but pick tons, like I've got it on. It's the weight I understand the most of, tons. So I use tons for my weight metric. We may have to take a bio break, guys. When I say may, we will be taking a bio break. Because I can feel the feeling rising. when we can find somewhere safe to pull in, because obviously we're on a live server, so we need to find, so we can't just stop in the middle of the road anymore. We have to find somewhere to pull in, or just pull off the road or whatever, which we might do in a second. And we'll go take a quick bio. I might grind some ETS since I've made 300k on ETS. Yeah, but ATS is a little different. Because you can do a faster speed, we you know, keeping real miles if that's the way you're trucking. Because you can keep real miles, and go faster and straighter. Yeah, you sort of can make more money faster. In this game, it's a bit more grindy. Because if you're trying to keep real miles, you still only start keeping below 60 and all sorts of shit like that. Whereas ATS, real to race miles, you can do it up to about 79 miles an hour and still keep it real. You know, 80 is about the threshold. I mean, it is the threshold. 80 is the threshold, so you sort of want to stay under 80. I try and in ATS, I sort of average about 70 mile an hour. Right, I'm just going to pull in here. Right, so I'm going to be gone for a couple of minutes. Well, maybe. So hazards on, handbrake on, handbrake on. Switch off engine, then I can stay thingy longer. So I'm going to stick it on that. I should be back in 2 minutes, guys. Either back. What do you think of the clips, guys? There's a lot of Forza ones in there. I haven't updated my clip reel. I keep meaning to, but every time I go and think about it, I'm like, yeah, whatever. That one of the farming one where the guy that's in with me jumped the truck, that was Farms in 19. Yeah, that was some fun days. So my sort of context on farming wasn't very good back in them days, and I basically just did grass contracts the whole time. I mean, even my fields were grass. You know, the whole lot. Grass. It's not in the settings for me. I've gone on through all of them. Hold the line caller. So, you should have that. Down here, settings. Language English. Hang on, where is it? It's somewhere in here. Customization. Average, do you remember where the changes from miles to thingamajiggy is? So you can set your speed limiters for the game if you really want to. I don't. This is what I have showing. I thought it was in that one. Oh, there you go. Currency in GB. It was in here under that. Maybe they've changed it again. Yeah, it was in here with this lot, I think. Yeah, so it must be in here somewhere. But yeah, I know it was in here, localization settings, and you could set what you wanted. I don't know where they've put it to now. I haven't had to change it for such a long time. But yeah, it was there to choose between miles and stuff. Because I haven't had to do it for a while. Anyway. You might have to look at a YouTube video or something of how to do it, dude. Because, like I say, it was there. They've probably changed the location of it. If you have to choose... Oh, shit. If you have to choose 3 mods, which ones would I choose? Or do I use no what? If I had to choose some mods that I would run for a single player, Pro Mods Basic packet, the Pro Mods Basic, which is basically 6 mods, them. If I had to run any mods at all, and I had to run some mods, yeah, I'd run the Pro Mods Basic. So Pro Mods Basic is basically the package you would download to get onto TMP Pro Mods. And I've said this loads of times. Average has said it loads of times. It just adds so much to the game at the moment. So if you drive in the UK quite a lot, you will notice a massive difference. It's where the big differences are, I think, to be honest. Not so much in Europe, but definitely in the UK. Massive differences. There's added roads all over the place, UK especially. For me in my local area, the town I live in doesn't feature in basic, and it's the capital of the county, but it does in pro mods. It features in pro mods. I mean, I know why it doesn't feature in default game. It's because the town in my local county, which does feature, has a port to Spain, so it features. Whereas the capital of my county is in the middle of the county. It doesn't have any sort of water except the river. Also, what we normally choose, I mean, some of the things that we normally choose is either better lights or xenon lights, so that in the dark you get better illumination. I normally try and pick some kind of interior mod where it illuminates the cab more. That's always a nice touch. So at night when you're driving, you guys can still see the cab features inside because it's all illuminated. Another mod which I like running through single player, but is the Series 4 TNT Scania mod. And basically what that brings to the game is a Scania T-cab, and I like it. I like it a lot. Do you like my Scania T-cab from the TNT mod? It's an old mod, but it still works. Link in chat, guys, is to the merch store, my merch store. Go check that out, guys, spreadshop.com. It's a UK-based website, but company based in Germany, I found out recently. My products are zeroed to zero profit. So all you pay for is them. You don't pay for me. I get zero from it. And I'm just about to go on there, actually, to get a t-shirt for the Discord Communities meetup in October. Even the wife's looking to go, which, you know, kind of surprised me a little, but she's been looking. Sorry about that, I had a notification through her. And it was one of them bullshit notifications that you get from her. Suggestive notification. So guys, what the plan is for the next few hours is I plan to get off here about 10:30. Hopefully raid into somebody, but I urge you to, whoever I raid into, guys, come back and watch the Average Viking. He is absolutely amazeballs. And I am going to try and get a spot on the radio. If you don't know what radio I'm talking about, I'm talking about simulator radio, which is all the messages that have been coming up in chat where it says simulator radio is now playing Disclosure and Latch, which is the song that's playing. Morning, Fat Nuts, how we doing? Keep meaning to put you in a walk-on, but I always forget. No, I don't use forget. I am. It hasn't got the right one that I want for you. Tell you what, guys, considering that the weatherman or the weatherwoman, whoever you watched yesterday, said it was going to be sunny but cold, it was really, really warm. So I hate to think what they call cold. I mean, until the cloud, it got kind of cloudy and the wind picked up a bit, it was really, really warm. I mean, yesterday at work, I took off I've got like a body warmer, which is a double-sided for high vis and not. Also, I wear a thin summer jacket. So I had my jacket on, I had my high vis on, I had my body warmer on, and I took them both off. And it was beautifully warm. I mean, about 4 o'clock, half 4, when it clouded over, I put them both back on in a rather much of a hurry. But yeah, for like 4 or 5 hours, it was glorious out there. In fact, a lot of the customers were going, "It's nice to have the sun in it, drive." And I was like, give it a couple of months, it'll be fucking horrible. And they were like, why? I went, because it's like an oven in here. I said, you know, getting the warmer out at the moment is nice. I said, but in the summer when the heat's right up, getting the heat out of a bus is impossible. So we got 9 minutes to the end of this job, guys, and then we shall see if it's worth picking another job with my truck, or if it's worth picking another job with the AI, with the quick job. At the moment, we're sort of indecisive whether making more money is, yeah, it's the best way to do it. I mean, I've never had a truck this early when I start up a player. But we didn't have, when I last started up a character, we didn't have the second-hand store for trucks. So it's kind of made me rethink part of my strategy in a way. So I can pick a job and go further afield if I wanted to. I don't know. Anybody know what the mileage to XP ratio is? Is it is it 1 XP per mile or some shit like that? I was just thinking that if something happens with this character, I've not explored that much of the world. Some of you more experienced players that are in with me will know exactly what I'm talking about. Because that would count, wouldn't it? Because some of you may not know that when you... Say if you make a mistake and you've got to go back and repair said truck, you obviously may get spawned backwards, forwards, whatever. If you're way out and you haven't explored that much of the world, you may have to go backwards. But some of the AIs in the game for, say, trucks, but whatever, goes, you've done extra miles and you shouldn't have done, and doesn't spawn the job or doesn't record the job because you've done over, I think they allow for 10% over. Where's that? Oh, that's on the other side. Okay, I can't get that yet. Good morning, Luffy. How we doing? Oh, she's struggling. She's struggling, boys. 425 HP, and she's struggling with 23 ton on the back. I mean, I think I went through a wave bridge earlier. It said I was 62 ton in total. You got the weight up the top, guys, 23 ton. That's just what we're carrying. That's not trailer weight. That's not truck weight. That's just what's inside. So it's kerosene, so it's a liquid, and that weighs 23 ton, just the kerosene. So you have to bear that in mind when picking power to weight for your engines and trucks and other such stuff. But yeah, the second-hand store has really changed the way I may be doing stuff to set up a character in the future. Because like I say, normally I wouldn't have a truck so early. Anyway, guys, the link's in chat for Loopy Loza. Please, please, please go check her out. Go show the love. Click the heart. You never know. You might just find your next favourite streamer. And she is amazeballs. I mean, I say there's a lot of streamers out there which I call amazeballs. Keep you entertained. Keep you doing shit. I mean, for instance, Loopy will keep you entertained with the bullshit that comes out sometimes with conversations that happen in our chat. So about 2 months ago, I think we were talking about bomber dropper toilets. That was a thing. If you missed that, she was playing, I think you was playing The Sims, weren't you? Something like that. And yeah, the toilet in that game was a bomb aimer's toilet. And that was the conversation. And yeah. Thanks for the shout out, mate. I'm alright. Yeah, you weren't feeling too good, dude, were you? Yeah, I hope you're all gravy now, though. Also, guys, a big game that's been happening in the voice chats in our Discord is Flight Sim. Flight Sim is big. It's getting bigger. So if you're into your Flight Sim and you've not quite got the gist of how to do shit, you can always talk to the guys that are in the VC through the Discord, and they maybe able to give you some pointers of how to make, I don't know, your pre-flight more efficient. Or am I just being too kind and you guys bumble through it? Passionately, see the signs, we're alright. So yeah, I did start a new character, guys, and the reason being is because this character before was a modded character from Money and XP. I didn't quite feel comfortable with that, and I said I'd do a start from scratch character. This is it. I think my character's now on level 7 or 8, something like that. And yeah, at some point, I'm making lots of money at the moment. At some point, I will have to go back to quick jobs because I will not be able to afford to repair this truck. But like I say, normally I don't have a truck this early on. And it is early on. I've got one garage, it's a 3 slot. I've got 2 other drivers which I haven't seen money go through yet, so I don't know whether they've even completed a job. I'm hoping they're doing shit. Otherwise I'm paying them to just sit on their asses. Careful, Matt, you're in a rowboat. only downside of getting a Volvo. Suspension is a bit splashy. And potential to roll is massive. Slightly rude of me, fat nuts, not shouty in you. Guys, go click that, click his heart, go give him a follow. Doesn't stream that much, but when he does, like I say, again, very entertaining. So at the moment, this job's been worth it. 6 grand more than I would have earned without a truck. Haven't had to refuel. Haven't had to pay for that many tolls. I've not crashed yet, even though that was fucking close. So yeah, it's been worth it. I want to go on the radio, but not really prepared a show. Normally what I do, guys, before I go on the radio, I prepare a show. Normally I do a top 10 of something. So I quickly have a look on a few websites and like compile a top 10 of, I don't know, the best dance ever, the best country ever, you get the gist. And for the first 30-40 minutes, that's what I play. And while I'm doing that, if you request something, I just add that to the request line. And then for the next 2 hours, all I'm doing is playing your requests. So a minute to go on the journey, guys. We're nearly finished this. I'm going to grab a can of pop in a minute. Why? Because I'm thirsty. Where can we... Ooh. Hang on, I just want to... Can I collect this up here? Where is that? That's in there. Oh, to get that I got... No, I'm not doing that. Look at that, I'd have to go on that other road. It's probably only a recruitment agency anyway. I couldn't see from where I was across the road what it was, but it's a big area for a recruitment agency. Now, if it was a truck manufacturer, I've just missed out. See if we can see what it is. So it was over there. I think that was it there, that building there. It was a recruit agency, so that's good. I didn't really miss out on that much. Even though I could just quickly go back around if I really wanted to go get it. Wouldn't take me too long. Should we quickly go and get it? Yeah, bollocks to it. It's extra miles, isn't it? Let's quickly go get it. Extra couple of miles. Don't know how close to it I'm going to have to get. Oh, we've already got it. Right, okay. We did this before, so we should be able to do it again. There we go. Beautiful. So what's the idea of collecting the recruitment agencies, guys? It's so you get a better choice of drivers. So I tend to go for mediocre drivers because they'll upgrade themselves once they've done jobs. They just don't start very high. Whereas obviously the guy that you pick that has the more experience wants more straight off per hour. And that might not be such a thing. We need to check them, actually. Thinking about my AI drivers. Because I haven't seen any of them finish a job yet. So we don't know whether they're even on a job. I'm hoping they are. We should be able to get one more job in too. And let me go. I tell you what, that Throwback Thursday that Luke does, I'd be absolutely useless. I listened to the show last night and I was like, I think I got 1 song out of 7. I am useless at naming songs. And you're going to go, but you're a presenter. Yeah, but I can look at a song name and go, yeah, that's the one I want. Or when you guys go, have you got such and such a song? I can go, yeah, I got that. But identifying a song by listening to it, unless I've heard it and I like it, I got no chance. And even then, even if I like the song, I still might have no chance. And now she's going to go, fuck it, I'm going to nominate him because that'll be funny. If you ever get on. This is a easy-ish but tight parking area. I just hope it's where I'm parking, it's not in the middle of those 2 trailers because that'll be a pain in the ass. Ooh, trees. Also, guys, we're going to try and do all these little reverses without going out of the truck. Oh, that's not going over far enough. Now it is. I might have overcooked that. I have a little bit. Right. Like I say, guys, even the professionals have to do this, so don't worry about if you have to do it while you're trying to upgrade your character. Even the professionals have to shunt. Although Klein Farmer the other day didn't have to shunt at all. He was pulling off parks without freaking, without even breathing. And kind of showing us all how to park properly. And that's kind of bullshit. Oh, that's the wrong way, Matt. You should be going over that way. Oh, that'll do. That should do, yeah. There we go. So what to look at when you're parking, guys? The back wheels of the trailer. Look to see where they are. That's all you need to concentrate on. Not quite gone up a level yet. Alrighty then. Do we pick a quick job? Do we pick a job with the truck? That's the question. So 15 grand. It's a quick job. Or 20s. Kind of a no-brainer here. Before I pick that job, let's go see what the company has where I am. Because obviously, if we pick a job, we got to waste fuel going to get it. So let's just see what the company has where I am. Just remember, we can do 15 with a quick job. That's what you got to remember now. 12. That's not too bad. Let's just color a trailer. And we're going even further west. So we're exploring now as well at the same time. Right, let's go back, pick up the trailer. Well, let's go. Boom, 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 boom. Didn't see what miles we had to do. Oilseed rape. Oh no, olive trees. Olive trees. There we go. And we're loaded and go. Alright. Let's turn it off a second. Drink. We have drink. And we were going to see if my AIs were actually doing jobs, weren't we? So, what are we seeing? So we have two drivers. Here's the trucks that they're using. They have no trailer that's owned by me. They are in part of Istanbul Garage. That's their rating. This one's on a job. This one's resting, I believe. At the moment. I think, yeah, resting. There you go. Resting. This one's on a job, on duty lit. So that's, I think that's the rate per mile. That's the rate per day. So yeah. So one's on a job, one's resting. Now they may have had to, which what took so long, they may have had to travel over to me to be able to start my company. Anyway, let's go. So, like I say, what we're going to do is we're going to use, by the looks of it, we're going to use our truck until we need to repair. And then I'm going to stop using it. Because I don't have the money. And I can't bother to repair it. What I do need to see at some point is what the upgrade cost is for our garage. That's the next thing I need to do. So upgrade my personal garage. And obviously get a couple of more drivers in. And then from then on, once I get 4 drivers in with me, it'll be then a case of saving money for the next garage. So I think if I can buy straight large garage, it's 260,000. Somebody will correct me on that if I'm wrong, but it's about that. So that's what I need to save. So hopefully pretty soon we'll see a little ticker tape go through the bottom of the sat-nav thing, which will say that my player has completed the job and how much he earned. One thing I did notice while I was on break and I was monitoring from my phone is the vending machine that I have was not quite on the screen. So I need to move it. So, some of you may or may not know, I've been having a small issue with my pedals on my T300. I've been getting a slight input which I phase out through Euro Truck. I've sent him a little video because what I'm getting is a tiny bit of input, and what I need to do next time I go into Farm Sim is I need to just give the pedal about I don't know, 4% or so on the throttle of a black spot, just so it's not, just so when I take my foot off, it stays still. Because like I say, sometimes I get the input, sometimes I don't. When I let off, it's quite weird actually. Which is why I think it was last week before, when I was handing over to average, or I was going to raid into average, I just said to the guys, look, watch out, because it doesn't look like the cruise control is keeping your speed, even though you've set a 0 tolerance. So just kind of watch out. And that was the problem, because I hadn't yet set a dead zone on my pedal. When I was going downhill, when I was going down a hill, that little bit of throttle input was just creating enough of a throttle response to make the truck push on. So yeah, we figured that out. Well, I did anyway. If everybody looks the same. This was in Gone in 60 Seconds, wasn't it? When they were looking around at the cars they had to steal. And now you're going to say, how do you remember that but not remember the name of it? Yeah, I'd have had no chance of knowing the name of it. I would have guessed that the song title is If Everybody Look the Same, because she says it. But if that line was blotted out, I wouldn't have known. And I definitely wouldn't have known it was Groove Armada. Everybody looks the same. But facts about songs to do with other stuff, I sort of know weird shit, weird information that's factual. I mean, for instance, the song by Rascal Flatts, Red Camaro. I know that Gas Monkey Garage, you know, the TV series, actually made the car that's in the video. The red Camaro that's in the car. For the Rascal Flatts. And the music video was done for that. So I know that. I know that another weird but factual bit of information, that Mariah Carey can open her own garage by using her voice. Not that she's got a, like, I don't know, a text-to-speak kind of thing. She can just get her voice to such a high pitch, she doesn't need her bleeper. I know, useless information, but it's the kind of shit I know. But some of you agree with this. Sometimes the best part of a film, especially a comedy, is when you see the blooper reel afterwards. I laugh more sometimes at the blooper reel than I do at the actual film. And the film's supposed to be a comedy. I mean, for instance, Liar Liar. The film in parts was very, very funny. But the blooper reel is fucking hilarious. Right. Let's go and just quickly discover this question mark, because I think that's a garage to our left. And it's a red spanner, so if you guys want to be twats, I've now found a closer repair point. Also, what I might do while I'm just quickly here, discovering Scania, hello Scania, is I might quickly see what it's going to cost to repair this truck. Where's the repair point? Hey? Oh, it's there. It's here. So how much is it going to cost to replace this shit? So go into service. Remember, we have lots of options which we can choose. So we know the axles have took 7%. We can choose what action we take, which is sort of kind of a second hand, or replace the whole thing. We can't afford to replace the whole thing, so we can go second hand if we want. Not sure what that will blop off yet. Does the thing change? So it takes us from 6 to 6. I'll say that again. 6% down to 5%. So if we choose that, that doesn't really change it. Choose that. Choose that. Yeah, so the best we can get really is to drop it 1%. No, it's not really worth doing. Unless we replace the whole lot, which is expensive. I just wanted to show you that. Do not click the button for total restoration. That will cost you mega amounts of money. I mean, total restorations almost as much as buying the whole truck again and putting all the mods on it, putting all the upgrades to it. I did it once just to see what it was. Yeah, I had a shitty ass truck at the time. Luckily, cost me 200 and something thousand. Yeah, right. Never doing that again. Huh. You know, I could have bought the truck again. Literally, with everything on it, I could have bought the truck again. For what it cost me with a total restoration. So yeah, if you're in a tight squeeze for money, don't do a total restoration. And you are next to me. Oh, if you've never been in here, I have a tendency to sing. Some of the regular guys there go, yeah, but you can't fucking sing. Yeah, neither can you fuckers, so fuck off. Ouch, that hurt. Yeah, my fault, I was trying to cut the corner. But that 4% for damage, I can actually Y4/fix that off. Save me a tiny bit of money, if I need to. Because I'm on TMP. You know that I'm dangerous. Oh yeah. It's in the 90s. Whoa. So I was thinking, if I go on the radio today and I can find I haven't done this, I know I've done it before, top 10 of this before, but all-time drive time songs. So drive time songs. So some of you may know, now I've just started doing them regularly on a yearly basis. So every year they will bring out an album for drive time, and basically it's what people say are the songs they want to listen to while they're out in the car. So for me, depending what kind of driving I'm doing and how I'm feeling, most of the time it will be sing-alongs. So songs that, you know, just automatically make you sing the words at a ridiculous tone and shit. You know, so a lot of for me, there'll be a lot of country stuff, rock, poppy stuff with a lot of words in it. Kind of that sort of stuff. Some people just like listening to club songs, which ain't got very much wording to it, so they can just nod along and get into the rhythm and shit like that. Some people don't want to listen to music at all. Some people want to listen to the news or ebooks or something, you know. People like songs that invoke emotions and the ones they can sing along to. Yes. And Manpie, thank you very much for your first time chat. So songs like this, Rock DJ, invokes singing and a bit of dancing. But obviously don't dance if you're behind the wheel. It's dangerous. We're not condoning that in any matter of form. You know? You have a big prang and you go to the... Sorry, officer, I watched a streamer the other day and he said this was alright to bop along. No, I didn't say that. Bollocks to you. It's just like sometimes I may have a little bit of a drink while I'm driving the simulation games. Again, it's just a game. I don't do it in real life, ever. In fact, my IRL job is as a driver, a professional driver. If I'm working, say, tomorrow, I will not drink today at all. So when I go, I mean, we have periodic testing anyway, but I will not drink anyway the day before I'm due to drive. Some deliveries, I'll listen to 80s power ballads. Others might be hard techno. Yeah, like you say, Manpie, it all depends on feelings, emotions, tiredness is a factor. I mean, for instance, when we went to pick up our puppy from Wales, we actually started kind of late. I was doing an early shift at work, got home, and the wife went, let's go get a puppy. I'm like, can't you wait till I got a day off? And she was like, no, we need to go now. I was like, oh, okay, fair enough. We may need to stop on the way back. So yeah, we went an hour and, was it an hour and a half, 2 hours from the county that I live in into Wales to collect said dog. We spent over an hour there, which again, when you've been up since early o'clock, is tiring. I had 3 coffees while I was there, that helped. But on the way back, we were listening to, what radio station? It was a Friday. I remember that, it was a Friday. Heart Radio. Yeah, we were listening to Heart Radio, which is a national radio station, and obviously they've got their different offices around UK. So you'll go from, we went from Heart Devon to Heart Somerset to Heart Wales, and it's basically the same radio show going through different repeaters. But they were doing a club few hours, and it was sort of like a retro club few hours, and we were sort of bopping along, and it kept me awake the whole time, all the way home. And it's such a good show. The wife actually sent a message in saying that thank you very much for all the great tunes, and told them why. And they were sort of like, yeah, you know, thank you very much for tuning in. Guys, the messaging chat is to Moser Racing. I am a partner streamer. Please go click that link. Go just have a look. Even that benefits me greatly. So yeah, click on the link, go have a look. Even if you're not going to buy anything, just like I say, just click into it, go have a look, let it load, let your visit count for me, and you never know, things might start happening. It's just regional news variations for the same set. Yes, correct. The only thing I don't like with Heart sometimes is that sometimes when they're doing their normal hourly shows, they kind of play the same music over and over again per hour. So you listen to a list of songs, and then it will say, oh, this DJ's on, and they play exactly the same list of songs, and you're like, really? Just heard this? That's the only thing I don't like with them, which is why when I'm local to my town, I listen to another radio station. Which, to be honest, a lot of the presenters, when just before Heart bought out one of the local radio stations, they were all on that. But when they went kind of national, half of them moved into the new local radio station. So we may be able to get one more job in after this before we need to raid out, go have something to eat, and get on the radio for 11 o'clock. Because guys, like I say, I'm not only a streamer, I also present on a radio station. And as you can see by the bot that's just put out, that playing now is Kaiser Chiefs. Simulator Radio, guys, the only radio station you should be listening to if you're a gamer. Why? Because it's featured in most games now. You know, anything with a radio, or it says it has a radio, and goes into proper radio stations, will have Simulator Radio in. So if you've got ETS, ATS, Travel Tycoon, or Transport Tycoon, sorry, Farming Sim, you can go through the radio stations and find Simulator Radio and listen along. I'm listening to Otto at the moment, the Auto DJ. I'm not sure if there's any DJs on today. I mean, there's probably a few on later, but yeah, at the moment there's nobody on. I'm hoping that nobody's got the 11 o'clock spot. Oh, are we catching a boat? Yeah, just saw the Eurolines boat there. Now, I am in TMP, so I can do this. And this. No, we're not catching a boat. But we are passing a video viewpoint, which is they're sometimes interesting, they're sometimes not so interesting. So they're beside like a tourist information spot. Found it, you click your name, then account settings, it's in location. Superb, well done, Mighty Lion Gamer. Who was looking for that a minute ago? I forget who was looking for that. So yeah, so whoever's looking for changing your kilometers to miles, tons to pounds, or whatever you want, there's where it is. Thank you very much, dude, for going and have a look. I knew it was somewhere there, and I knew I'd seen it, but I couldn't remember where. I think it was it Xenoplex? Was asking about it. Let's just quickly have a look, see what this is all about. So it's showing the city of Orslava. And obviously the truck I'm using at the moment. No skins on at the moment, can't afford them. Probably ain't got the level for it as well. That's nice, I like that. I'm not a god sort of person, you know, but I'm not against it either, you know. I'm not religious in any shape, way or form, but I'm not against the thought that he could have been around, you know. And people should have beliefs about stuff, you know. It gives, you know, some people, it gives people impetus to do, you know, inspiration to do shit, having beliefs. You know, I'm not against it, I'm not for it. You know, and I do listen to, well, when I'm trying to chill, sometimes I listen to gospel. It's a bit preachy, but it's good quality music. You know, there's one song I listen to, which is actually titled "All Things Are Possible." It's a gospel song, but the basic message to the song is, if you believe something, believe in something you want to do enough, you will find a way to make it so. And that's kind of the message within the song, you know. It's just like, at some point, I wouldn't mind upgrading my steering wheel and pedals to direct drive. And, you know, in some way, over the next maybe year or two, I will find a way of making that happen. You know? Also, I may need a new PC over the next 12 months. I will find a way of making that happen. If you want it bad enough, you will find ways of making it happen. And it's the same with anything. If you want a certain job in life, and you've got enough drive to make that happen, you will make that happen. Same difference. If you've got enough drive to do something, you will make stuff happen for yourself. I mean, it's same as sports people. If you put enough in, occasionally you're going to get luck. to help you out. And that happens quite a lot in sport. People think, oh yeah, it's skillful, it's skillful, it's skillful. Yeah, a lot of the games people play are skillful, but there's a lot of luck involved. I mean, it's, for instance, something that a game, a sport. Well, I say a sport. It is kind of a sport. It is a sport. It's a pub sport, pub game that people are making thousands on now. Darts, you know. Most of that game is skillful. Part of it is luck, especially when you're playing against another player. So if you're not scoring very well and they're scoring better than you, if you end up beating them, luck. I think it depends on your talent level too. Get off my feet, dickhead. It's not playtime. Nowhere near it, in fact. You know? Or say if you again, darts, say if you're getting good and you can group all your darts together. If you get I don't know, a flight bounce off, or you know, you get a barrel bounce off with another dart and it still lands where you want it, luck. I mean, that dart could have virtually gone anywhere. Because what happens when the dart comes in and it's scraping along the other barrel, it's scraping along the grip. That grip could be anything and bounce out, bounce off. You know, you may hit the wire, bounce out, not let you score. It's luck. But like I said, darts is about 80% luck. Sorry, 80% skill, I mean. 20% luck. Used to be good once upon a time, not picking a dart up in a few years now. Same here, Grizz. I used to be pretty decent. But again, like you, I haven't picked my darts up in ages. I mean, at one point, I think I had about 40 sets of darts in my thing. That's not being greedy. That was just, I had a set of darts for ages, bought them from Argos, and the grips were going. And then I looked around to see if I could find the same barrel, but couldn't for ages and ages and ages. So I started buying lots of darts, same weight. And you throw them for a little while, try and get used to them. You're like, no, that barrel's too long, short, too stubby, this, that, the other, too grippy, not grippy enough. You know how it goes. You go through shitloads. And then all of a sudden they brought them back out, and I was like, yes. And when I got them, they weren't the same, and I was like, fuck it. But the dart actually settled on in the end was an old Phil Taylor style dart. So before he went to those really chunky ones, which he finished his career with, he used to have really thin ones with a nice grip, not overly grippy, not slick, but really nice. I used to have a set of original Barneys, nice. Discontinued now, 25 grams. I think mine was 23s. I want to say 23s, 22s. Kind of a lightish dart, for a man anyway. Although I have seen or heard of men use far less. For instance, a guy on our team, he used to use 18s, and he was a big muscly guy. And I'm like, why are you using such a light dart? He said, it's just what I'm used to. But threw really well with him, really well. I mean, for instance, in practices, he'd have about, I don't know, 20-30 sets of darts, and in those 20-30 sets of darts, he would hit at least 10 of them in hundreds. You know, really good player. I mean, at 20 sets of darts, I'd hit 100 like maybe 8 or 9 times. Because of course that's where you want to be. You want to be 20s in your practices, just to help group together, and then have a few sets at doubles, a few sets at bull, You know, Ted Hankey used to use 14, so there you go. And he's a big guy. He's not small, is he, Hankey? I say a big guy. You know, it's a polite way of saying he's pleasantly plump, fluffy. Barney, fluffy, you know, but arrogant as shit. So some of you may not know that in darts competitions, most of the big players get a helper. And a lot of them say that, you know, this dart player, this guy's nice, this guy's nice. Nobody wants to be Barney's helper. Why? Because he's arrogant as shit and speaks to you like shit. So nobody wants to be his helper. A lot of people don't know that about Barney. He's not very polite. I know they call him the Count, but I tried his darts too, and very strangely, they're grippy in a weird way. So what Ted Hankey's darts do is, you know, he's got that kind of they look like they've not got any grip on it, kind of thing. You've seen his darts. They look like they kind of got no grip on it. But what they've got is a very small, kind of sandpapery texture to them. So there is grip there, but they just don't look like they got them. Yeah, I've got a set somewhere. Barney is his own worst enemy. Yes, he is. Yeah, they look smooth, but they're not. Well, the set I had, hadn't. I don't know whether he'd changed them. But I had a set which it was like, I don't know, a very soft kind of. But it's the only way I can describe it. It's like I don't know, like a really soft, like sandpapery feel to the outside of them. They weren't quite smooth, but it was like very, very minute, just to allow for grip. Well, that's the way they felt for me. Maybe somebody buffed them up a little bit around the outside, but no, I bought them brand new, didn't I? The Hankey set, because it was in the time that I was going through barrels like it wasn't like I was eating dinner. I mean, I sold a few sets to a pub. So one of the pubs that I used to play for said, you know, you've been through a few barrels now, what are you doing with your old ones? And I sort of said, well, they're just stuck in the cupboard. You know, after I settled on the Phil the Power Taylor's quite old darts, these thin ones. And he said, well, what are you doing with them? I said, well, I'll have a look, see what sets I got, and, you know, see what's around. Maybe you can do something with them. Maybe some people come in and go, you know, have you got a set of darts that I could borrow or buy? You know? And in the end, they bought about 20 sets off of me. For cheap, obviously not for what I paid for them. I mean, dart sets on the day were, I don't know, 15, 16 quid a set. And if you were buying professional players' darts, they were maybe 25, 30 pound a set. Maybe more than that. I mean, I know when I went to buy the Taylor old darts, the thin ones, his current darts were like 50 pound a set. And I wasn't paying that. No way in hell was I paying that. I also had a set of original Martin darts. Only issue is you can't get stems in the UK because the M3. Yeah, jeez, man. Yeah, man. I mean, a few of the old guys that we used to play with. We had one old guy that used to be in the team. He used to play with the old goose feather flight. You remember them fuckers? Really old flights. Lasted fucking ages though. He reckoned that his flights were the originals. And he'd been playing with them for like 40 years, 30 years, something like that. But original fucking darts. Amazing. You know, thick fucking ends. You know, you'd struggle to get 3 of these in a treble 20 sort of thing. Thickness. Yeah. This is going to be a tight fucking squeeze, man. That's not going to quite make it. This might take a couple of ins and outs. I'll be amazed if I do this first go. But you never know, shit things might happen. Paid 50 pence for a set, still in a box, never been out. I bet they're worth 40, 50 quid now, bud. Guaranteed it. To a collector, I bet they're worth 40 or 50. Almost guarantee you that. They are really collectible. There you go, got another experience point. We shall whack that in there. Because, like I say, guys, we got 3 on there, 3 on here. The plan is to get 3 on this one, 3 on that one, and then we'll go back up the long distance again and start again. While we're doing that, we're also looking at our garage. And we've got 3 at the moment. We're looking to upgrade. So I need 86,000. We're almost there, 20 grand more. And then I can get another 2 spots. So we may... Can we get a quick job in 10 minutes? We can get a quick job in. So what I'm going to do is just do a quick job now. Just so that... market. Just going to look for a quick job. So we're actually opening up the cities near us quite well. 207 mile. It's good value, 8 grand total profit. That'll do. So we're using their truck now, guys. So reason why we're using their own truck, we get no wear and tear on our truck. We don't pay for wear and tear. We don't pay for fuel. We don't pay for tolls. There's benefits. What we do need to do, though, is get our seating correct every single time. I've got a thing where I know exactly where to put it, guys. So I normally have the last space on there, 80 degree. That's it, Chris. You know the score. No bills to pay. So it's 8 grand total profit. I mean, we do have to move the mirrors because they're a bit weird. We're not going to move in too much. That'll do. Not that I use the near side mirror that much because it's up there. Right. Let's go. Oh, let's put it in gear first. That might be a thing. But when you first start playing the game, guys, make sure you use hard parking. I mean, easy parking at the start, but make sure you transfer to hard parking. That will boost your experience no end every time you park. Same as me, always do seat first, then POV, then mirrors, just like real life. Other people like to sit and see things. Yeah, definitely. I mean, you take it. I mean, some of you would have done. Anybody seen the Raging Scott, the way he sits? You know, he's almost sat on the bed. You know, it's his view camera. And that's basically so we can see the whole truck and both mirrors. Me, it looks fisheye. It looks weird. I wouldn't be able to play like that. Also, other option in gameplay settings is you can choose what type of parking. I normally have it so I can choose whether to do it all the time. That way I get the option to pick easy parking, hard parking, and all the jazz. You know, but like Grid says, you can choose in-game whether to do hard parking all the time. And then you don't have to stop at the gate to pick. You can just go in and park. Alright, we're going to overrun by a little bit. 17 minutes this job, but is what it is. Like I say, we're going to try and grab something to eat quickly, and then we shall be on the airwaves of Simulator Radio. Probably not going to get time to do this drive time chart, though. We shall see. This is the XD. This slow one. I never done it. Any difference since day one? No, to be honest, mate. You know, once you get into a thing where you just do it, bump, bump, bump. It tends to be the way you do shit. Good morning, Woo Woo. A funny character, but a great guy. Yeah, he is. He's great. And like I say, he sits right back almost on the bed, so he can, you know, have all the truck in his view. It's, yeah, like I say, I can't drive it. Hey, the info up top, is that a game thing or a thing you can add? It's Trucky. So you need to download a bit of software, link it to your game, and it will give you the relevant information that I have at the top. So to go left to right on the top of what you can see. So top left is the truck I'm using, the DAF XD. Next to that is a little spanner showing damage. Next to that is like a gear cog showing what gear I'm in, 11. Next to that is fuel usage. So it's nearing half a tank, 357 litres out of 600, even though we knew that was wrong a minute ago because it only went up to 800 in that Volvo. I don't know why, but hey, maybe it's an upgrade that isn't on there or isn't active on there. The 447 is mileage left that I can drive. Now, that's not exactly true mileage. Obviously, depending how fast you go, what weight's on the back, exactly the same as it is in the rear vehicle. Next to that, my speedometer. So if you don't want to look down, I mean, this truck's brilliant for knowing your speed. It's the digital dash. But if you had an analog dash and you couldn't quite tell what it was, it's up the top. Going right to that is my start point, my finish point. So it even shows the company that I'm going to finish in. So say if, I don't know, I'm not going to, but say if you wanted to join me for a second job or another job, I can tell you that I'm going to Coronova and I'm going to Belkin Loco. And I'll be there. I'll move along to that, but I'll be there in 15 minutes. You know, so you have 15 minutes then to get to that location and meet me. Very good for streaming purposes, obviously. Next to that is it says real status. That speaks for itself. If you've ever done jobs and using trucks books as part of how you log your miles with your VTC, virtual trucking company. So that will change from real miles to almost race to race, depending how fast you go. Real miles on most places with ETS is up to 62 miles an hour. So you don't want to be really hitting 62, which is why kind of the VTC that I belong to, the Viking Transport Company, normally run at about 56 mile an hour on an average, sticking well within the realm of what's real and race. Next to that, it shows what my load is. So I've got a fuel tanker on. It shows that I've got petrol on board of 21 tons. Next to that is money that I'm about to earn, 7,881. Next to that is the speed of the road. So it shows you that I can do legally on this road, just in case you've got fines on, of 62 miles an hour. That will vary. If you've got fines on, you may want to keep a close eye on that. Next to that is mileage left of the job. So at the moment, 166 going down. Next to that is real time of what it's going to take me to do the job. So apparently it's going to take me 14 minutes, 13 now. Finishing time at 10:40. So when I log off, I will have 20 minutes to eat and shit. And next to that, 47 miles traveled so far on the job. So there's all the information I have. You can have more, you can have less. You can have a bar, I'll say that again. You can have a second bar down the bottom. You can have it as a side panel showing with all the information on. It's up to you. It's customizable. I always find 48 in a 53 or 53 or 54 and in a 56 give a margin. To be honest, Chris, when I'm not traveling with farms on, because I play with no margin for error in game, we just normally travel at 56, and you know we do what we do because you've convoyed with us millions of times. In fact, when are you joining us? No, only joking. When are you going to properly join us? Up to you, mate. I'm not trying to poach you in any way, shape, or form. No, I'm not. You've been farming again for a change most of this week. GG's, man. Well done. I mean, if you've ever played with Grizz Online, you'll know that in his gamer tag, he says very nicely, "I lag, please give space." So, yeah. So he actually... Morning, Brax. How's it going, dude? Brick. What was I saying? Yeah, so he has lag in his name. So what he does when he convoys with us, although he's part of another VTC, which we all used to belong to, and it was a friendly split, and this and that, we're not going to go into that now. But anyway, when he comes in convoys with us, he normally stays at the back. He knows he lags, and that's where he likes it, you know? And he'll do his own thing, and we just, when we get to the other end, we just wait for him, because he's never too far behind. And we've recently had another guy join the VTC that has lag in his name. And I think, was it last Saturday I was working, but something happened and he lagged into one of the guys. And it was like, dude, you have lag in your name. Why are you overtaking people? You know, if you have lag in your name, you need to be prepared that you may lag to people and stay at the fucking back, dude. I think it may be a bit better now as I've got another Wi-Fi adapter. I think it has improved things. Depending on what you should be getting through your internet anyway, would be a thing. And then depending on what you're using to power your PC. I mean, if you can, obviously you want to put a wire in, you want to have it hardwired, and then you get max effort out. But if Wi-Fi is your only choice, you know, you may want to, I don't know, go into your settings and boost the output of Wi-Fi to your machine. That'll help. The thing is, Ode, I used to use was not the best. Well, hopefully you've upgraded to a good quality one, and it gives you what you need, dude. I would love a hardwire as I'm upstairs, but router's downstairs below you. It's not always the best connection, that one. And to be honest, what I've found is those... They call them Wi-Fi extenders, but they're not quite Wi-Fi, I don't think. Is you plug them into your plug directly, and then you've got an output one which you plug into your bedroom and then hardwire out from there. I don't think they're that quick. You know, because they're basically using your power cables to run the Wi-Fi, to run internet signal. You'd have to drill the floor and everything, smile, and it's a pain in the ass. Or unless he runs a really long cable. I get really fast on a test run. Like I say, dude, as long as it suits you. I mean, to be honest, I don't think you need that quick to run a game. I know that when kind of PlayStations and that were, I mean, they're still huge, but when they were big, it would only take a certain amount. So it would only take like 50 or 60 megs per console. think it may have gone up now because obviously the state of gaming, you know, the amount of graphics needed and stuff like that. But that's why I don't run my graphics very on max as well, especially when I'm playing multiplayer. I bring it down one level just so that I'm putting out as fast as I can get out there, so I'm not lagging to anybody. So I don't run on it on, especially in this game, I don't run it on extreme, especially if I'm playing multiplayer. So I go under simple and I bring it down one level. And I've always been the same. I never play on max. Don't know if anybody does the same, but that's the way I do it. Yeah, like I was saying, drilling holes in the floor is not really a thing. Yeah, I mean, you don't really lose that much speed from a really long cable. I mean, I used to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Thank you very much for damaging not my truck, so I don't give a shit. So yeah, I mean, the wife used to have her PC upstairs, and we used to run a cable up the stairs, and it was like 15-meter cable, and we routed it kind of well. And I think there was something like a 3% drop off for that length of cable. That's not bad, is it? You know, so you might want to think about routing it up the stairs, dude. 3% drop off with a decent cable. You know, if you're getting, say, if you're getting Virgin a terabyte signal, you know, you're not only gonna be down to 800s. So you're still gonna gain really fucking fast signal. Even with that length of cable, if you get a Cat 6 or Cat 8 cable, you know, you're really going to be up there on speed. Very little deg on it. Cat 6 or Cat 8 is what you really need for a cable. But they're thick, they're not really pliable. But yeah, if you route it right, you could route that up the stairs to your PC, and it wouldn't deg anything. Well, hardly. I mean, the wife's got a Cat 8. I've got a Cat 6. We got longish cables upstairs for the boy. Yeah. To be honest, what we used to do is we used to cable ours in and have him on Wi-Fi, just so we had the most signal. Because he'd be up there playing freaking Call of Duty or something. Fucking Call of Duty mad the lad was. So he'd be up there playing Call of Duty. The wife would be up on her PC playing Destiny, as she does every single day. Still now. You know, I think what's Destiny? 8 years old now? And yeah, I kind of gave up on the idea after about 5 years of playing. But yeah, me and her was playing Destiny from day one beta. And to me, it just got too grindy. I mean, really, really grindy to do stuff. And yeah, I moved on. And she's still playing it. She's still really good. In fact, she's actually better than she was now. Almost as long as my 30-meter cable, 30-foot cable. Holy shit. Cat 6. Yeah, that's kind of what you want though, wacky, innit? Cat 6, Cat 8. Really keep that signal boosted up as much as you can. I still got to play some Star Citizen after wasting some time on a new ship last night. Yeah, it's a good old cable. Cat 6 is a good cable. Cat 8 better, slightly. But you not really needed. But yeah, if you can get Cat 8 just as cheap, get Cat 8. Little thicker, little better. But not needed. Cat 6 will do you. And obviously the shorter the cable, the better. But obviously, we're talking to Grizz who needs to go upstairs, so yeah. Also measure, when you do your measurements for the cable, if you're going to go that way, Grizz, You know, measure a few meters each side extra. I would not get Cat A, as you always need to feed it somewhere. Yeah. It's not really pliable, is it? Cat 8. It's a little bit too rigid. Cat 8, you try and bend it round the door, and it's fucking ain't having it. I know. Yeah, that cable don't like fucking bending. It's like trying to bend this fucking steel rod, that thing. But Cat 6, you'd be able to do a little bit. Might get a little bit of like gap around your door frame or something. Or you might have to start a loop up around the door frame or something really early. So guys, after this job, I'm going to raid out. I'm going to have some lunch, and then hopefully the 11 o'clock spot isn't taken on the radio. And yeah. Give it some whiskers. Yeah, we're going to raid out, find something to raid into. I think maybe Minute's on. Possibly. I think Minute's lurking in here, but I think he's online now. So we'll raid into Minute, and then obviously... when I had some, they were more flexi style. Really? Wow. Come on, buttons, work. Oh no, Loopy's on. And Chucky. Jeez, I got choices. I'm lurking, not here. That's alright. Whoa. We got Loopy and we got... I don't know who to raid into now. Because we got Loopy and Chucky's on. I don't know who to raid into now. Odie's today on the radio, Matt? Of course. I was going to start off like I normally do with a chart of some sort. But I don't have time to compile it. Zeno, good morning. How we doing, bro? Do you need gas? Nah. 4 miles to go in the job. 25 miles. It's not my thing. It's not my truck. I'm good. How's me? I'm good. I'm good, dude. The one with the one with the least viewers. Yeah, okay. Guys and girls, quick shout out for the man, the myth, the absolute legend. He is Zeno. He's also our tech advisor at Son of a Glitch Gamers. I don't know who has less viewers. Does it show me that? Yes, it does, actually. They're kind of equal. One's got 14, one's got 15. But I don't know what they're playing. Oh, headlights turn on. Really? Why are they turned off? They're on, aren't they? They're on. I think. Yeah, they're on. Oh, I've been kicked. It doesn't matter. It's end of the job. Wow. Hiya, Seti. How you been, dude? You okay? Good, dude. We haven't seen you in such a long time. Guys, the sediment experiences in the house, we are gifted today. We've missed you, dude. I'm saying all the wrong things, aren't I? You'll be sick in a minute. I'm being so kind to you. Guys, can somebody go see what Loopy and Chucky are doing? and then we'll pick from that. So it's seat mirrors light to check. Now then, what? Loopy's on gas sim. Okay. And what's Chucky on? Chucky Bloodstorm. It's been strange. I've been gone so much. Showed up in Discord last night even. Jeez, well done. Bet everyone was loving to see you, dude. Hotel renovator. So gas sim or hotel renovator? Think we'll choose gas station sim. What do you reckon, guys? So there's 14 of you in. So number 1 in chat for Loopy, 2 in chat for Chucky. Pick now. Seti, your dick. If I have to pick, then yeah, we'll probably go see Loopy because she's playing gas station sim. And it kind of fits in with trucks, gas, you know. I think gas station sim is very, very similar to the craze at the moment with the supermarket simulator, except you have to find out kind of a little more to do with gas station sim. What I was trying to say earlier is you need gas. I know. It's not my truck, Gris, so I don't really care. You know, I just did a quick job just to gain a little bit of extra money. And plus, I don't have to pay for any damages on my truck. So there, we didn't go up another level, unfortunately. But state of play at the moment, this will change before the next stream, guys. So state of play for now is that we have 3 on top row, 3 on second row, 2 on the next row. It will be a third probably by the time you see this next time. Probably this will go up to 3 as well by the time you see this next time. We have a loan that we're paying off. Although we'll keep an eye on it, guys, because if this goes up, the second phase loan, and obviously this comes down, we might swap for the repayments, which you should be looking at anyways. Garage wise, we have 2 drivers, both resting at the moment. Oh, he's on duty stop for a rest, and she's on duty stop for a rest. So should have some money soon from them. I'm not sure why we haven't already, but there we go. I have 3 trucks, 3 different trucks, which we bought secondhand. Yeah. And we have a garage, which we want to upgrade at some point. We've not quite got enough for that yet either, because 80-something thousand for the upgrade. So that will probably happen before you see this next again. Winneroo, bro, Winner boy. Thank you for your follow. Unfortunately, we're in the midst of going to raid out, so we are going to send you over to the absolutely fabulous, worth watching Loopy Loza. And yeah, guys, I hope you have fun over there, and I hope we see you again tomorrow. Not sure whether we'll be playing this again. Probably we will be, but we'll maybe on a different character. I'm not sure yet. But yeah, guys, go have fun with Loopy. Go use my raid emotes, and don't forget